Here we go again now. Move a little bit closer to follow me to ecstasy. Can't believe the way we flow. Yes, we do. I wanna love you, love you, love you. I never wanna let you go. And you hear me with desire I ever had. Yeah. 'Cause it feels so good to be loved so bad. Yes, praise be to the Most High God. So let's go ahead and get some fresh Psalms to continue this one. And I guess I'll just be pulling from over here because here go my pen I was looking for. Guess I'll be pulling from over here because I already got this up here. I do. Ooh, I'm hot, y'all. Almost steady. Here we go again now. Follow me to ecstasy. I wanna love you, love you, love you. I never wanna let you go. And me to you is all that I can say. So, coming back, this is the actual kipper that I had pulled under the live that was about with the 8 ball. The part 2. So anywho, yes, so it's been a war. It's been feeling like war. Getting in the energy of cleanliness, like feeling clean, feeling unbogged down, feeling full of junk. That's what it's been feeling like for me. It's just been feeling like I'm constantly fighting for my creative piece, like to not want to partake in any kind of a sexual acts with the man, and not allowing nobody to try to force you, like you know what I'm saying, like for real, like, and it's really spiritual warfare. So it makes sense why this card came out with the Lenormand. Now, when it was talking about it's not necessarily bad, well, what the Page of Wands could be meaning in reverse if it's not bad? Let's go look into it. I already got it pulled up. Let's go get it, class. Page of Wands. Here we go. It's talking about this is an energy that I'm actually about to talk about. Define, rather, shall I say. Let's get our Psalms to come out. We went on and put those 3 in and put them back. Okay, there go 2 right there. Let's get one more, Spirit, please, and thank you. The Page of Wands reverse. And where am I getting that from? Because on the bottom of the card, there's a Jack up. And then if you turn it in reverse, that means the message is in reverse. So the fact that it's saying is not necessarily bad, but the fact that the 2 cards that came out over here to get the general energy of what's over there is literally saying that the this is personal. So you guys know that this is a personal vlogging, creative, artistic, spiritual DJ, all kinds of, it's a smorgasbord of energy. Okay, it's not definable by one specific thing, and it's personal. Okay, so when I was talking about having strong feelings of disdain for any limp noodle black man. And I say limp because if you truly understand the defilement of a child, you gotta be, deeply wounded and simp and wimp inside of you. Okay? And this is my way as a divine feminine high priestess to castrate their ass spiritually. So the limp noodle that I'm talking about, Quasi Rael, the warlock, the one who always tries to set things in motion to where he feels like he's stealing my Jupiter in Pisces, baby. Now, this is going to further reiterate what's already over there. But I didn't write these two down yet. But anyway, what I'm gonna show to you is we gonna get them Psalms too. We got another one to get. What does it mean by this 34 King of Diamonds? King of Diamonds. That's a leader in the masculine energy. Does not have to be a man. Okay? But it could be somebody new coming in towards my life. Whatever divine feminine can tap into this and understand it for her own life, and knowing that she alignment, she is purged what no longer serves her. She's still going through. She ain't welcome to the other side. She ain't went to the other side of poverty. It's over there. It came out earlier. Okay, because I've been really meditating on this energy. She ain't come out the other side of poverty or broken heart. Okay, or having a broken heart, which is a state of impoverishment in your feelings. Okay, so first of all, let's do 16. This is the Lenormand. This is the star card. You see that 6 of Cups. Shiny sparkles, guidance and healing. Here it is over here. Shiny sparkles, guidance, and healing is what I'm promising through a gentle feeling. I am reassurance, inspiration, and a new path for your exploration. Wish upon a star, for I'm bringing hope and light from afar. In the game of hope, we make progress along a snakes and ladders type of map of life. At this stage, arriving at the star of good, this Jupiter and Pisces, star of good prospects. Here we see the stars mapped out on the zodiacal compass. Hold on. There it is. The zodiacal compass. That's what that is. Zodiacal compass. Jupiter and Pisces. Okay. Here we see the stars mapped out on the zodiacal compass, indicative of this very journey through life. The stars in the Lenormand can be interpreted as a fixed course, something that's preordained. The stars indicates the need for vision and the desire for wishes being fulfilled. We have all heard the saying about someone who has stars in their eyes, and that we should follow our own North Star. Therefore, it is a card of optimism and ambition. The stars card is a card that portends success and much promise, and thinking one's lucky star. So this is showing that you have tapped into the Blu-ray light. The Blu-ray light. That's what it's talking about. Let's go into it a little further. That's what they had showed me in meditation. Like, okay. What you telling me? Because I didn't want this to be just another Kipper Picks. You feel me? I needed something more dynamic as I am burning away the leech that keeps trying to attach itself to my physical body. And I could feel like this. I did not have no heartburn before I started talking about this. So whatever is going on with this masculine, he is operating in any of these pages that's here. Okay. A prince of amateur in illusions, casting illusions, an amateur in manifesting real wealth, and an amateur into whooping the divine feminine into submission. I'm just here to tell y'all the business. Okay. So, where was I going with it? Make Blu-ray light. Okay, I'm getting so excited. That's how I know I'm here for it. I'm getting so excited right now. Blu-ray light. They're showing me something. Divine power, protection, faith, courage, and strength. It's associated with the throat chakra. It represents communication, truth, and aligning personal will with divine will. It is often linked to Archangel Michael. And y'all know I love me some Michael. And signifies a clearing, a strengthening energy. That's what I'm talking about. Let me tell you how I knew it was talking about him when it literally said it right here. Let me go back to 11 right quick. See, I got heartburn. It's literally saying, be warned of a high temper. I'm bringing conflict and strife into your life. I'm all about competitions. I like arguments and quarrels. I'm not always a villain, but yet I can be found in a gym or a lusty bed. You know what I mean? So I'm like, whoa, what? But it's like having the audacity to think that he can whip the divine feminine into submission and it comes out in reverse. So the ass whooping is on him, is what Spirit is showing me there. And it's saying by being associated with the throat chakra, representing communication, let's go back to talk about this page of wands in reverse. We're talking about this card here. It signifies lack of direction, indicating a period of being procrastinating and having a very uninspired energy. It suggests that personal projects are stalled due to their fear of taking risk or a lack of passion. And the person is frustrated. This is immaturity at its finest. Okay? So the key themes of the page of wands in reverse. You may be feeling uninspired, bored, or hesitant. And it makes him hard not hard literally, because he's erectile function based. But he has a very trying time to get new projects off the ground that he may want to. He has no direction. A feeling of not knowing what to do with the energy, and is basically wandering day by day aimlessly. Filled with anxiety and erratic behavior. The energy of this man here, this page of wands in the reverse, is scattered. Filled with anxiety, and that will result in impulsive, unproductive actions. All just full of fear. A reluctance to take risk and step into the spotlight due to self-doubt. And then, this is the part that I knew it was him. It said this card can indicate that a message, an opportunity, or inspiration is delayed or is not being understood at all. And I feel like it's just not wanted. It's not wanted. See, if you look at this would be like receiving a whooping and correction. This is spiritual. This is tough love. This is divine intervention, and you are adhering to it. Okay, that's what this is. Divine 11. No, you don't want to be guided. So this person is like a mule, not wanting to be stubborn to his own detriment, and hating that the divine feminine counterpart that he's come into contact with is flourishing, in spite of him knowing exactly what she's physically going through. In the flesh, in real time. Psalms 90 and 7. For we are consumed by thine anger, and by thy wrath are we troubled. I can't make it up. That's Psalms 90 and 7. Psalms 31 and 3 reads, for thou art my rock and my fortress. Therefore thy name's sake lead me and guide me. This person does not want to be guided by the Holy Spirit. This person wants to subscribe to a lowly nature. Okay? And so with that being said, guess what that means? Every single time this person comes into your life to take from you, all that happens is it may seem like with the retrograde energy, everything is being depleted, but no, because what will happen is it's like I'm hearing the word combustion. It's like all of a sudden when the reverse happened or Jupiter is attaching itself to this mercurial energy that the divine feminine is displaying in her daily works and literally is going to expound and expand and get in the view of the right hands. And so now this person will have many more reasons to be jealous and hateful of your what? The next card, your star power. We gonna read it. Give me one more Psalms. We gotta do 3 Psalms. Give me one more Psalms. And that's because you operate with the 33 keys. You're operating with the 33 keys. That's why. Can't stand how you doing it. Like how? And what's crazy about it, the person is not even interested in what you're doing. Like, it has no true interest in doing what you do. At all. Psalms 11 and 7. Can't make it up. 11:11. You and the universe is aligning everything up. The stars are in alignment. The stars aligned. Okay? God, enable me to live righteously. All glory be to your name. To God be the truth. Okay? Straight up. Channel handle ain't never gonna change as long as it exists. Okay? Oh, I didn't write it down. So it's here. 34. Watch what it say. Watch what it say. Now remember, you're receiving your stardom through your healing practices and your healing work. Archangel Michael has you protected and backed up. No weapon formed against you shall ever prosper, but it shall have a boomerang effect. Return the sender exponentially. Okay? God is of love and God is of hate in the sense of hates all those that it hates. The energy of the Most High God is a chastiser. So it hates everything that is against the divine feminine. Okay? All right? Straight up. That's the love. Erykah Badu sung the song Love of My Life. You don't do anything to hurt, harm, and injure the divine feminine and think you're going to get away with it. Not for long. If you ever thought you were. So yeah, 33. We read that one, right? Yeah, discoveries and solutions. This is what your healing practices are doing. This is the 33 keys. Discoveries and solutions. Look at the synchronicities. You're paying attention to what the universe is telling you. You're looking at the signs and the synchronicities, and everything is faded, and you're realizing that, and you will have the means. That's there you go. We finna talk about the means. There it is. 34. Look what it say with the fish here. I bring plenty and abundance. I deal in commerce and sales. I advocate independence and promote self-reliance in trade. Water, expansion and flow is my department. Be careful not to tip the scales between tipsy and loaded. You don't want to end up dizzy and bloated. The fish of the Lenormand symbolizes resources and money. So when these karmic masculines know that divine feminines are in alignment for receiving, they try to hijack it. That's exactly what they be doing. It says in some tradition, the cards symbolizes wealth. Period. Period. And so you have done the due diligence of receiving the keys. So now you're unlocking this wealth. And you see how it's in alignment? 33 and 34. That's right. That's right. Now, let's get into showing what it was saying in the Kipper. Ouch. So as you can see, I need to make some room. As you can see, What was the first card we had? We're going to reorder the cards. What was the first card we had came out as a jump off? The sudden wealth. The sudden wealth. The next card that came out that needed to give a message was the mature woman. An inheritance for a mother or an older woman. The next one was number 10, the journey. Receiving reparations, renovations, traveling brings about money. What are reparations? How long, y'all? Uh-oh. This is crazy. My space. Reparations. That's how you know when I'm really working, child. Reparations. The act of making amends for a wrong, an injury, or an injustice is intended to redress gross violations of your human rights. Then the next card we got is gift. A gift of money, receiving an inheritance or a surprising sum of money. And it makes sense because it's with the sudden wealth. What else we got here? 23, courthouse. Money is coming from an authority. Okay? So then I ask Spirit a question. Who is this authority that is gifting the money or owes the money? Okay? I ask Spirit a question. That's how I do my psychic intuitive constant sessions, baby. And then after that, oh my bad, we skipped the 13, the wealthy man. He's sitting over here. That was that rich guy. That was that rich guy that came out with that healing cord. That King of Pentacles energy. Wealthy man. It went somewhere around here. I skipped it. All right. So the wealthy man was talking about well-stocked bank accounts. Someone that's really good with money. A rich young man. A rich young man. Y'all remember the rings came out there. Don't forget it. Contracts, agreements, bonds, strong connections, unions, partnership, a counterpart, a divine soulmate. Could be a Gemini or an air energy, okay? Or something going on right now with the Mercury retrograde is matriculating things, okay? And then it was talking about that balancing act, which was down here as well. Finding balance or constantly having to like recalibrate things and get rid of this fucking scum of the earth that don't want to go back into its hole. So now as I reorder the cards, let's put up on here what's very important to continue to build. 34 was here as well. Okay. 34 was here as well. And 34 is talking about having investors, making money through working what you do best. Your calling, your healing practices. Putting you in a position of leadership is what this card is talking about here. But there's a union coming in with the masculine. Yes. Yes. So let's reorder the cards. Yes. Let's reorder them. And then we're going to look into what's here. All right. Let's look into it. And witchcraft. So now this here witchcraft is this enemy right here. This Page of Wands. Yeah. Yeah. The one that be in the gym or a lusty bed. Him right there. So now we got the sudden wealth. That was the jump off for this mature woman. She is operating in abundance. Here's that card. Wealth. And she's a star. She's a star. So that's who it is. This wealth and this abundance is coming for a star who's operating in their healing business. And that's what's putting her in a leadership power. Power move. That is. That's the work she does. Okay? And that this is spiritual court. She's been handed this down from the spirit. She's been on that journey. What was the journey talking about, class? Reparations. Yeah. So she's receiving reparations. Yeah. She's been, I mean, this is a lifetime of a debilitating force field in her life to keep her crippled from reaching the pinnacle of success at an early age. So she's receiving reparations for that. Yeah, because this was something that was done as something they was working together as a group. Yes, yes. So obviously that can also be working together as a group within a governmental system. We gonna break that down here within a governmental system. So this was like a secret society that was creating this illusory energy over this woman's life. That's right. Now, what I kept getting at some downloads is something was like saying, something is trying to be brewed up to try to like set some shit in motion. I'm hearing spirit say, clear this energy down here. Uh, and then we got some of these downloads that came out. We're gonna go over them too. Spirit is saying, clear this energy. Clear this energy here. So I'm feeling like it was a group of amateurs, okay, working as like a secret society. These amateurs, okay, being pages, okay, somebody that may work as, they may have a position in stocks and bonds and things of that nature. This person could be within Hollywood. These are people that are keeping their eye on this woman. That's what I'm seeing. That's what they showed me. Okay. And so that's how they were trying to work incog motherfucking Negro behind the scenes. But also looking at this as her being a high priestess, it was nothing that they were going to do, be able to do to keep her third eye from opening up and receiving communication from the spirit. So this is what they were showing me. And these are, they're emasculated with this three of swords here. They're emasculated. So that's what spirit showed me to reorder that. And so there's about this balancing act. You can't make it up. The change is here. It's nothing they can do. It's a changing of hands. I already told y'all that. Yeah. That's right. There it is. There it is right there. There it is right there. So yeah. That's why she receiving these reparations. You know, that's the way the Most High God is aligning everything. This heartburn. It's my chest is burning. My chest is burning. Okay? Yeah. Healing the heart space. Healing the heart space. Really, truly taking a proactive, unconventional, eclectic, fuck the box, burn the box. I'm not going to be in the box, outside the box, fuck the box. Okay? I'm a free, liberated, divine feminine. Okay? That's right. And so, Spirit was saying that, no, not these two. Not this two right here. Okay. Yeah, we're going to write all these up. We're going to write it up. Okay, yeah. This one is done right here. We're going to write that up later. All right, put that there. Let's reorder the cards. And so here, it says something is watching someone or they are watching your rise to a successful outcome. But the enemy is acting as setup artists are being exposed or judged. A karmic cycle is closing and so there's a final decision that has to be made to leave these motherfuckers behind. There's no helping these motherfuckers right here. That's what they're showing me right there. It's no helping them. No. Ain't no helping. Don't cry now. No. What you crying for? They trying to do something to balance the scales. Libra energy. Yeah, because you are in your Queen of Wands. Confidence without arrogance. Attracting without chasing. And you're in your leadership without being controlling. You're not complaining. But you at this point where you got damn tired of explaining that they looking at it as a complaint. You explaining what the hell's been done. You're trusting your instincts and you own your desires unmotherfucking apologetically. That's what they're saying right there. And that's that healing power. Absolutely. And then something is hidden, or something that was hidden is now being revealed. Okay? And that's just in my tantric meditations. Since maybe you want to know, what is she doing? How is she doing it? I'm making love to the Most High. That's what I'm doing. It ain't no secret. I thought y'all was a secret society that y'all knew all the secrets. Okay? Let your intuitive powers guide you. Choose Dharma, the dynamic righteous path. Yeah. But I'm calling judgment so you can receive your karma. Yeah, there you go. Then you tried to steal that go with the reparations. You tried to steal my dharma. Here you go, some karma. There you go. Making a great decision and refocus your attention. That's right. That's exactly what he tried to do. He tried to come in, he gonna make a comment and say, oh, I love your energy. Every time I get your energy again, or basically your focus or your attention, or you speaking to me again, I get active. But at the same simultaneously, what you are thinking is for your gain is actually the wheel turning. See, the wheel can come to a stopping point because the Most High God, where does it say it at? Hold on, didn't he talk about some grace and some mercy? Yeah. Where was it? Where was it? Where was it? Where did it go, y'all? Where did it go? Something about some mercy and some grace. Hold on, maybe that was the ones before then. Yeah, because the Most High God is not playing now. Look at the whole. It's a changing of hands. The energy shifted. For we are consumed by thine anger, and by thy wrath are we troubled. That's right. The Most High God said, I said, leave my wives alone. I said it. They're not going to fornicate. They're not going to be promiscuous. They're not doing none of that. They have been called, and they are on their post. They're on their thrones, and they are going to do the good work. Huh? They have the power to work with the dark forces. They have the power to work with the light. That's what the balancing act is motherfucking about. Mm-hmm. The changing of the hands. So again, for thou art my rock and my fortress. Therefore, for thy name's sake, lead me and guide me. That's why I said, y'all, God is guidance. Straight up. Straight up. That's the 33 keys. The 33 keys. What is it? What you trying to tell me, Spirit? I keep hearing him say there's 33 keys. 33 keys. What you trying to tell me with that? Heartburn. Okay? These motherfuckers' hearts is burning. Literally on fire. God enabled me to live righteously. All glory be to your name. But their hearts was not on fire for the divine. Their hearts was on their hearts was not on fire for the divine. Their hearts was on fire to make us theirs. I couldn't find another word. But only is a matter of time. The changing of the hands. Thank you, Spirit. Because I was like, where you going with that? Where you going with that? 33 keys. The 33rd key is what they told me. Type in the 33rd. The 33rd. Okay, something about the 33rd, the 3, the Trinity, but this is something. The 33rd key primarily refers to a specific transformative stage within the gene key system, a spiritual framework that synthesizes the I Ching, astrology, and the human DNA. The 33 keys. You are free, birdie. You are speaking. The bird came to my door. Straight up. This nigga had me feeling like, ooh, don't say it, Elizabeth. Don't say it, Elizabeth. Elizabeth, don't say it. Elizabeth, don't say it. But this how this nigga had me feeling. Because of the intrusions. Huh? The setup artist type shit that'll get a motherfucker off real quick. Straight mafia style, bitch. And literally, the bird that my daughter was standing right there, and she said she was crossing right here, and she heard a boom. Okay, that's a good one too, Earth to Wiz. I like your name. 33 vertebrae. Okay, thank you, babe. Something going on. Yeah, my spinal cord. I'm telling you, I know. Look, my daughter said she was crossing right here. That's to the living room, and she said she heard a boom. So she was like, "What the fuck is that at my damn door? I know they ain't moving no motherfucking ghetto motherfuckers next door again for us to be dealing with some bullshit. What the fuck? I didn't hear shit, y'all. I think I was in my music zone. I was doing a meditation little snippets. Y'all check that shit out on the channel. And I was like, okay, So that's what I was doing. So it probably was when I don't know, because I'm like, well, how the hell did she hear it if I'm jamming my boombox and how she heard it anyway? So she said, Mama, look at the camera, Mama, look at the camera and the bird. And instantly, when I seen what the bird did, it's like the bird lifted up his wings. Third key, we're gonna go back to it. The bird lifted up his wings, asking to like tippy toe up to the steps. Well, y'all gotta understand, because it's on the blink camera, she has to do it a certain way. Ooh, I'm hot, y'all. That's why I've been hot this whole time. Get the shit off my leg. She has to do the editing in such a way to try to patch it together, and it always be looking like it's a big piece missing. But that's just how she got to edit it and shit, right? How she got to download it and then edit it and put it together. But when she showed it to me before, she did that. Before I said, make that into a video and put on the channel, because this has got to be a positive omen. Literally, she was telling me how when she kept on looking at the video over and over again, she told me, she said, Mama, it's like the bird was sitting there trying to make up his mind and how he gonna knock on the door when he don't have no arms. Like he don't have no hands. I said, girl, what? She said, yeah, Mama, look. So the bird literally was doing that. He was sitting there like, how am I gonna get up here and knock on this door and get their attention that I'm outside, that I got a message. So I was like, looking at the video. And the bird, like he lifted up his wings and like he like tippy toe like doo 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 doo, and got to the first step, and then he's like doo doo, cause he a bird. And then my daughter said, "There's no camera. Like we had different cameras out there angled, we would have been able to catch the part where he ran into the door." So it's like if you think about somebody that just kind of like run up to your door and kick it like, bam, and you be like, what the fuck? How it would shock you and be like, what the fuck was that sound? She said that's what she heard. So in my mind, I'm like, that's a little skinny ass bird. So how could he have made that much noise without knocking his own self out? And what y'all don't know is that these doors are metal. They're not wooden, they're metal. So I was like, what the fuck? So I watched it a whole bunch of times. And then what tripped me out is when the bird did that, he hit himself. He didn't act like he was spun out. Like, damn, I hit myself too hard. Because what the hell else could he have hit the damn door with other than his own little head in the bulkiness of his body? He got two little skinny ass feet. So two little legs, little feet. Like, what? So then the bird, after he do that, he go sit in the grass. And my daughter zoomed in. She said, Mama, I couldn't zoom in that much because it started being pixelated. So when my daughter zoomed in, you could see the bird head looking at the door. And I'm like, am I tripping? There's no cars or nobody, a lot of activity happening in apartments at the time. So it wasn't like he was distracted looking at somebody walking by or a car. You can see his little head looking at the door. And he's sitting there as if he's thinking like, why they ain't open the door? I know they there. I know they in there. So I'm telling my daughter, well, she didn't notice this part. Why does it look like the bird is standing on something? If you look at the way the bird's shadow is, it's not making sense. It's like he's standing on something. So I took that like, okay, standing on business, standing on purpose, because my mind always thinks positive. Regardless to motherfuckers that keep bothering me and my daughter and how we try to move forward and move into the path of the where the Most High God got us going. Some keep trying to hinder. And I'm like, my daughter didn't even see that the first time. I mean, when she was, observing the tape. And I was like, girl, yeah, he's standing on something. I said, could he have like a dead mouse in his, like, is it a mouse? Because, birds they perch on things when they stand, but they carry things like this with their claws. So I was like, it looked like he's standing on top of something. But what would a bird be carrying? So of course my brain go positive mode, right? My brain go positive mode, like a message, it's a message, it's a message, it's an omen, it's a message. And then it up and it's telling you all the different things that a bird being at your door could actually mean. So let me go into the video right quick. We're gonna go back to the third keys. I got fucking heartburn. And I should have got heartburn when I first ate. So I don't know what this heartburn is. Heart attack, heartburn, some shit. I don't know what the fuck going on. Let me go into the description box and read to y'all what I wrote. It says, reasons birds visit you. Some believe because birds symbolize free spirits, a bird visiting you might mean it's time to let go of the past. And what have I been talking about? What do I keep talking about? What do I keep talking about? Do I not keep bringing up? Not wanting to, because I'm done with you. Some man that I used to fuck back in 2018 to 2020, I met him in 2018 September. We continued dealing with each other 2020. Stopped dealing with each other because he was running around fucking the town. Last time we got back together again was 2022 February. I ain't had no relations with this man since February 2022. And if he been sucking and laying it low and spreading it all the kind of way disgustingly wide with whoever, why is you still bothering me? So this motherfucker has appointed himself to be my spiritual assassinator. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I've been talking about. I'm a free agent. You can't tie me to you. You can't spiritually marry me and all this shit, whatever the hell you got going on in your head. So I felt like this was like a sign of some form of communication or something I'm not seeing is coming forth. So it also says a bird visiting you might mean it's time to let go of the past. So that's what I'm saying. Past troubles. Remember Six of Cups. Six of Cups. Where that damn Six of Cups go? No, that's the King of Diamonds. Is it the compass? Yes. Six of Cups. Familiarity. What's familiar to you? Okay? The ex-husband. The rings. Okay? Let go of the past troubles and trust your intuition. Others interpret the bird as a sign of hope, especially if times are difficult. So, as I was meditating on it, because Janae told me this, my baby showed me this around, it was pretty early. It was probably like, I don't know, it wasn't late. But then as I woke up, it was still on my mind because I felt very disturbed in my energy. And so I was like, what is it saying, Spirit? What are you trying to show me? I need clarity. Is something is muddy in the waters. And then boom, first two cards jump out as these. Boom. I'm like, okay, because last night I did all this divining right here. All this writing. This is what I did when I was angry. And I'm like, this nigga got to get out my life, get away from me, never fuck with me again. I'm sick of this shit. Others interpret the birds as a sign of hope, especially if it's times of difficulty. Others still believe that the bird could be a visitor from beyond, passing on a message from a loved one. Next, I put down here, in some tradition, birds are seen as messengers. A bird, I believe that wholeheartedly. A bird flying into your house might be trying to deliver a message through deciphering whether it's good or bad is up to your interpretation. Birds are also linked to love, Six of Cups, rings. Birds are also linked to love and romance. In Indonesia, for example, a sparrow flying into a house is thought to predict the family member's upcoming marriage or the birth of a baby. A bird attempting to build a nest in your home is viewed as a sign of new life and prosperity. A bird at your door often symbolizes a spiritual message of a new beginning or a visit from a loved one who has passed away. So me and my daughter was like, well, who closest to us could have possibly passed away? And, you know, the eldest aunt or one of them uncles or my ex-husband, he's, you know, dealing with dialysis on a daily basis and shit, whatever, all that. So I didn't feel that, though. I didn't feel that. Okay, I didn't feel that. It says it is widely considered an omen of positive change and protection or a reminder to trust your intuition, particularly if it's a cardinal or a dove. Culturally, it may also signify good luck and prosperity. Some of the key interpretations of being visited by a bird. In many cultures, a bird at the door is seen as a sign from a departed loved one or a divine message. It's about transition and change. It signals impeding or impending shifts that are coming in your life, such as new opportunities, personal growth, or need to let go of the past. Good luck and prosperity, especially in Eastern and Irish cultures, a bird at the entrance is a positive omen bringing good fortune. I can't make it up. That's all that's been coming up behind the scenes. Six of Wands, Six of Wands, Six of Wands. Ten of Pentacles. Yeah. Hello? Yeah, that's what they did. They cut it off. They cut it off at exactly 333. I guess hers is still working. I guess hers is still working. Yeah. And now it's back on. So how does that just happen magically? How does that just happen magically that the Wi-Fi just cuts off? Yeah. You have to scream for that. You have to scream for that healing. Yeah. 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 Eyeglasses, balloons, and rings. So assessment, evaluate options, perspective. Judgment is being called. It's right here. It's right here. Judgment is being called. So it's kind of funny and ironic that all of a sudden the internet just cut off when I was saying what I was saying, but it's okay. All it does is just show you how powerful that you are speaking these truths. That's what that shows me when that happens, because there's no reason why it should have just jumped off like that. And then when I let my baby know, hey, you good over there? You got what you doing? And she's like, oh, hold on, I'm on a call. So that means it didn't cut off of her. Grand Rising, baby. Yeah, they cut off the internet when I was saying what I was saying, but that's okay. I can reiterate. Like I said, you'll be screaming for healing. You'll be screaming for healing if you poured it in life as a child, as a born little girl, and you had to deal with incest. You had to deal with that shit. It's hot. Let me turn the fan in right quick because it's weird how this damn apartment get hot like that with zero circulation. Let me get some of this baking soda water too, because it's heartburn. I don't know. Yeah. You got to fight for your right to party with the Most High. Yeah. That's how we can sum it up and say it too. You got to fight for your right to party with the Most High. Got to keep my baking soda water nearest me. Yeah. You got to fight for your right to party with the Most High God. Yep. Yep. To reach these ascension, high vibes, being cheerful. Yeah. Stress free. Independent of these goons. Goons of darkness. Yeah. And this is the sudden realization there's a tower. So when you see the tower, don't necessarily think it's bad. It's a sudden realization about something that was built on illusions that creates this tower in so many of our lives. Excuse me. It allows this revelation to clear the air, breaking of an ego and false structures. And that's what's happening to these fuckers. They're going through that. They're being spiritually castrated. Yeah, baby. There is going to be, I feel like Spirit is literally talking about these 33 keys, and it's something in regards to being free as a bird. As you are directly connecting with your higher sense of love, light, and abundant healing, you are making a great decision to refocus your attention on the balancing act of not being afraid to embrace your shadows, meaning what hurts you, and reveal it so that you can be healed. And that is this holy union, this holy matrimony, the 33 keys. Let's get back to it. Yeah, they've been shadow banning the channel for the longest time before I ever got to this level. But this is what I was always on. I was just still operating in, 333 is when they did it. I was still operating in a fear factor of not who can I offend, but how can I articulate the offenses against the divine feminine and make sure those that need to hear it, hear it. So they be telling me, don't worry about the details. We got your back. We got your back. We got your front. We got your side to side, from the top of your head to the bottom of your feet. Stay rising in that praise be to the Most High. Blessed be the fruit. And shall the church say, may the Lord open. Yeah, they keep throwing these roadblocks up. Hold on, where was I at? Okay, there it is. Hold on, go back here. The 33rd key. It's a specific transformative stage within the gene key system. It is a spiritual framework that synthesizes the I Ching, astrology, and human DNA. The 33 gene key is about revelation. It's known as the contemplative. Oh, y'all know I love a play on words. It's known as the contemplative witness. The 33rd gene key represents the journey from personal amnesia to divine clarity. It is associated with the stop codon in biology. Ooh, y'all know I got homework. I got homework. I got homework. It's so much knowledge. My daughter was sitting over there in her little makeshift desk on the side of the bed, and she was like, "Cool, mama, it's just so much knowledge." I know. I say, I know. Isn't it orgasmic? Yes, it is. Yes. That's why, like I said, I ain't married to my faith. I ain't married to my faith. You understand? That's straight up how I'm gonna tell you how I go down. Now, remember I told you guys probably in the video that just the live stream where I was talking about how the fear of embracing your shadow, it feels like something outside of you, but it's actually coming from inside you that's stalking you. And let me tell you, when you poured in as a born little girl that you have went through sexual trauma, it is more of an entrapment than it would be had you not had that trauma, that sexual trauma. Because there's an unveiling of your innocence. Okay? There's an unveiling of your innocence. Yes. Now, the shadow is about forgetting. So again, when I was in there getting myself prepared to do that first blood lunar, and it says to embrace your shadow, I was like, of course. Of course. That's the only way that you can actually take your power back as, a woman that has been abused. Maybe you've been abused in all the ways. I call it the Lees. That's emotionally, mentally, physically, financially. Did I miss one? Mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, financially. 5 Lees. You may have been damaged in all the Lees, to where you had no other choice but to reach your hand up to the Most High. And there's going to be a day when I'm going to be able to go into the gnosis and really get down and explain what they're talking about the creatrix and all of that. But that's in due time. Okay? Okay, I'm sitting a different way, y'all, for a while. And it feels good because I'm hot. I'm sweating. You know, at 51, you go through these hot flashes and whatnot. Okay, so it's a state of sleepwalking, baby. So that's why I told you, I said the shadow is like a stalker. It's like a stalker. It can literally, and to me, the way it worked for me was when I decided, I can understand how the warlock got addicted to my essence that I like to coin as my loving energy. I can see how he got addicted to it because of the fact that it's pure. You know, I didn't want anything from him. I didn't ask him for anything. I asked him to be present in the moment, in the space and time, and let's make love. But for some reason, he assumed that I was saying, let's do some hardcore, nasty, whatever all in your mind while you trying to lay up with me type stuff. I wasn't talking about that. Okay, because let me explain something. If there's ever a time I'm having a penetrative sexual experience with a man and another man is on my mind, then what the fuck are you in my bed for? I don't operate like that. So when I was awakened, because let me tell you something. So this is going to be explaining the sexual fire of initiation. Somebody take notes, because my arthritis has really been acting up and I can't do a lot of writing. Okay, it's the sexual fire of initiation by way of an awakening that you have been traumatized in your very impressionable child years. You're going to even be afraid of an orgasm. It's like you don't think you deserve to feel that good. It's like it's a scrambling of your mind. It makes sense why this is something that is the primary way of stripping away the G spot, the God seed within, through the sexual wounding, the traumatization. So as a divine feminine, and I say it proudly, I say it loudly, that when you fuck the dog and get on with it, is when you embrace every single fear. And it's in a certain catalytic moment in your life with the man that you do this, and something that you're not consciously aware of is awakening in you. So look at it as like a rose. I'm making a new VFX now that I'm trying to really bang it out real good, like make it really fly. That is a woman's anthem, because I didn't really like the other one I did. It was kind of boring. So I'm doing another one. It's about an unveiling of the flower. It's something like that. I'm trying to get it real popping for us, all right? Anywho, don't lose train of thought. Okay, so spiritual initiation by way of sex. Okay, so yes, the catalyst. So there comes a time when you're going to be so fed up of being afraid of every fucking thing because of the trauma. This is how women become nuns, and they go into a coven and shit like that. This is how they become gay. Because what it does is this is the crazy shit. I'm gonna show you guys how I did it. This is the crazy shit. It's literally trying to how can I say, scare you away from, terrorize you away from your own fertility, your own inner Merkaba within your womb, your cosmic womb, to manifest, to be loved, to all of that. The balloons. Yeah. Visualize this. Okay? And what it does is, if that's the Capricorn, yes, the devil. What it does is, it attempts to erase your consciousness awareness of your inner Merkaba, your power. And it works half the time. Especially depending on what type of family you are, raised up in when this happens to you. And even much more so detrimental if it was a family member that did it. Because that's where the trust should be at. I'm hearing spirit say now it's the spiritual initiation into Sophia is what I'm being shown, what I'm being told. Okay? But literally, the catalyst moment, the catalyst is what I'm trying to get back to. The catalyst, okay? And when you just decide to fuck the dog and get on it. Remember, the dog is the fear. Okay? The dog is the fear. Okay? It's like you're afraid of your own shadow. Like, you're just scared of everything. You're traumatized. It's somebody that like has a wreck with a car. I mean, not a wreck. Well, they could be in a bad car accident and they never want to drive again. It's like that. Okay? And so there will be a man sent into your life that is supposed to be there for the catalytic moment of the awakening, the spiritual initiation to the true divine path of the cosmic womb, the divine feminine, all of that. Okay? But when they realize the purity. Now, when I'm talking about purity, I'm not saying that you literally are a virgin. Obviously, you're not if you were sexually abused, right? I'm saying the purity. The purity is your nectar. The purity is your inner Merkaba, your cosmic womb. It's pure. It's like pure emotional intelligence that operates in a how can I say? It operates. It's very fertile. It's very, 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 it manifests quickly. So this is how womb raider men can have penetrative sex with you and pull on this Merkaba. That's why they just keep saying Merkaba. I keep asking in my mind, like, what? Right? When I don't understand how they're telling me to articulate stuff sometimes, I'm not speaking in my own language of how I want to say it, whatever. But what happens is, they have sex with you and then you feel drained. super fucking drained like never before. You could have actually had sex with a man. It wasn't all that. You know, a lot of us women have not really truly experienced a true orgasmic God experience kind of art. Okay, how can I say this? Because I get very excited when I talk about this because I know the truth now. You can get to a point where you're so bored in the bedroom to where you really do have such a lackluster approach to your daily life to where you're like, well, what the fuck is the purpose of being a woman? Like, what is this shit? Like, you're just questioning everything. That's this lackluster energy. Now, if you had sexual trauma, it's 10 times worse. You stay in your head about everything because that's the only place you feel safe. Your heart, it feels like it's a foreign territory. This is the ripping away of the veil that I'm talking about. The catalytic converter is back to the Sophia. That's what they're saying. Something like that. But anywho, like I said, when I speak on personal experience, let me take it personally so I can try to articulate this. Because they keep giving me other stuff to say. Literally, like, okay, so when we met in September of 2018, I was living that lackluster life I'm telling y'all about. And my husband was not able to perform sexual acts at all because of how deathly ill he was from hypertension type 2, diabetes type 2, just not taking care of himself all his life. And now he has to be dialyzed as soon as he's able to get the insurance, get in there, get the surgeries, all of that. So, you know, when we were dating, the penis was fine with the whoop. Then he ended up doing stupid ass crime. He went to prison. He got out and came home sick. Okay. In a nutshell. And the ex-husband was like, you know what? You can literally get you some sex toys, baby. So at the time he told me this, when he was knowing he probably was going to get some time, I was like, first of all, I don't need you directing me how to handle my vagina moving forward. He started laughing. Woman, I love you. You be saying some crazy shit. I said, no, I'm serious though. Why did you tell me that? Because I was opposed to the thought. And then I was like, well, I mean, I don't know. I feel uncomfortable in sex shops and stuff like that. He's like, he told me something so profound. He said, well, how can you know how a man is supposed to please you if you don't know your own body? And that was such a profound comment to make to me, because obviously that means he was paying attention when we were being sexual with each other, that I acted a certain kind of way with sex. So it caught me off guard, and I knew it was a spiritual, powerful message. So I was like, wow, that's true. And right then, it triggered me to know that I'm not very in touch with my body. I'm not very in touch with my body. So I was like, whoa. So I told you ladies about that book. And let me look it up right now because it just came to my memory what the damn book is called. Ooh, my arm hurts. Okay, shit. Let me tell y'all what the book called. Cause so we got into this because we were talking about that shadow stalker. Here's homework. Okay, this book right here changed my life. It changed my life. Here's the book. I read it and I did. What the fuck you saying? Get the fuck out of here. Where's the book? Here it is. Maybe they didn't want to give y'all the book. Here's the book. Super Sexual Orgasm. The Secret Revealed by Barbara Kiesling. She's PhD. Yeah, I read. I did the practices in there. I became more in tune with my physical feminine anatomy, my vagina, and then I was like very intrigued to understand why I never really could own my own orgasm. I didn't like how that felt. I didn't feel like I don't own my own orgasm. I can't know when I'm an orgasm. It felt like I'm putting too much responsibility on the man. And half the time they disappointed. Okay, well, let's say 70% of the fucking time. Anywho, So that, me having that book, I start reading the book. And then I eventually went with my cousin to a sex shop. Okay. And I ain't like it. Because like I said, I don't know if it was like that moral compass thing about it or something. I don't know. But I just didn't like it. The vibe. I'm big on reading the energy of a room. And I just didn't like it. It was a creepy ass dude at the counter. With like how they always show in the movies where they bald head with a leather jacket on, with the arms cut out like a leather vest and shit, with earrings and piercings and shit. It was crazy. But this shit was really like in real life. So I was like, what the fuck? So anywho, that wasn't gonna work. So I still haven't gotten into the position of sex toys yet. All right. So keep in mind that the ex-husband is incarcerated because of a crime he did, and knowing he was on parole for a crime he had already goddamn went to jail for. Anywho, that's the hood life. Okay. Um, what else? So he keep questioning me about sex toys, and I keep saying no, stop talking to me about that. Anywho, because, ladies, let's not skip. Because you're welcome. Earth Wiz E says thank you, Adams. Oh, okay. Okay, y'all talking some shit up in there. Anyway, so from that, I went on ahead and continue to read, continue to study. I started, writing a lot of letters to my husband. And talking about my feelings. And so this is how the writing actually did activate for me, of writing my feelings and the validating of my feelings. So the my husband, which is now my ex-husband, knew about my sexual molestation and my rape, my incestuous rape from the cousin and all that shit. And then the 7 to 8 year old molestation from my stepfather. So yeah, he knew about all that, and he never disrespected that honoring of knowing this information. And I felt safe with him. And so I trusted him leading me to talk about, sex toys and stuff like that. And I was like, just shy about it, because I was like, I don't know. And so eventually, my point is, this is how I was starting to deal with my sexual trauma. And yeah, so eventually I got to the point where I was like complaining to the ex-husband, which was the boyfriend at the time, complaining to him that, he didn't do what things I wanted him to do in the bed. He in jail, so he got a lot of time to start being very, thoughtful and contemplative and shit. You know how they do. And so I was telling him the shit I didn't like, and this, and that, and the other. So he was like, well, then you ain't never told me. I was like, would you have listened? So now that I'm writing this on, on paper, and I'm reading his responses, I'm realizing, like, damn, have I ever really had an orgasm? So this is around the time when I was about to go dig this book up, right? Super sexual orgasm. And I was like, what the fuck? So when I start reading the book, got to the certain exercises and stuff. So the boyfriend, I keep saying husband because, shit, I mean, try to blur all the lines together. He was the boyfriend at the time. So I'm going to just call motherfuckers by their name because I don't got time to keep trying to label them. So T literally was like, so do you ever think about getting back with Ashley's dad? So I was like, no, I lied. You know how you try to, save face and like, but in my mind, I was like, of course, shit, that's the best sex I ever had. Shit, this is before I met my twin flame, Michael Wayne, right? Anyway, so he was like, you ain't got to lie. I said, I'm not lying, but I was lying. But anyway, as time went on, he's still up in the county jail and shit. I'm like horny, and I'm like, okay, some gotta, this is when you're in the flesh mind. This is before you get initiated into the spirituality aspect of divinity by way of sexuality. I'm telling you this. So sure enough, I end up getting with my baby's dad again, Ashley's dad, and he tore it up. So I was like, damn, that messed up the whole damn program of the tea. So I was like, well, shit, what I'm gonna do about that? I felt guilty. See, this is how you know you have a consciousness. There's so many women running around this planet that don't have a consciousness in their vagina. The consciousness has just been ripped the fuck out through fornication and promiscuity. But I still have a consciousness in my vagina. So I felt some kind of way. Because I like to be honest. I feel like if you're not honest, if you're lying, you're doing all that, it's just setting your own self up for failure. So I finally confessed and told him, and this, that, and other. And he was my ex-husband, aka T, was very intuitive. It's like he was very connected to me, that he could tell when I had been having sex. He knew. And it would freak me out. Like, how the fuck does he got somebody watching me? Anywho, so I went on ahead and told him and shit, and he was like, well, did you come? I said, what? Did you have an orgasm? Because it's certain ways that men cannot talk. It's vulgar. I don't like it. So he was like, I mean, did you have an orgasm? I was like, yeah. Like I said it all subtly, but really inside I was like, hell yeah. But I was like subtle about it. And so he was like, well, I mean, so y'all gonna get back together with all that old jealousy, stupid shit. Anywho, so again, I'm talking about the phallus, the penis, that be your initiator into your divine femininity, that's going to really hone in on your spiritual walk, your enlightenment, and it's going to be making you abstain from sex. You're not going to want to fornicate or whatever, promiscuous. You're not going to do that. So anywho, it was my getting back with my daughter's father again that made me feel some kind of way in my heart space, because I know all the bullshit he did when it came to us conceiving our child and whatnot. So now I'm confused. This is how you stay in your head. So from there, I was like, okay, well, shit, I gotta do something, because I mean, now I got the itch. I got the itch. I got the good dope. I got the itch. Ooh, hit me again. Hit me. It's like if you think about your arm being like this, you're like, hit me again. You think it like that because it's so good. So in her, I'm feeling some kind of way. I'm like, I cannot continue. So here's where the boyfriend T says to me, oh, so it's okay for him to have sex with you, and long as he make you have multiple orgasms, he don't got to be there to take care of his child. So this, if T is listening right now, this would actually give him a little bit of accolades, a little bit of what's that word called? Give him some credit. You know what I'm saying? And to kind of show like how we evolved to becoming married. Anywho, so I felt very convicted in my spirit about that. And my consciousness definitely has a vagina. I mean, what? Well, it does. My vagina has a consciousness. And so I was like, oh my God, you made me feel bad. I was crying about that shit. And so I still couldn't let go, right? I still couldn't let go because he knew how to tap in to that space. I call it the G spot, y'all, but not in the sense of just the G spot, the God spot. Okay. The goddess spot. So I was like, oh my gosh, like, I don't know what to do. So anywho, finally I get to a point of like isolation. That happens. Yes, that's a key factor. And I start to read a whole lot of reading and contemplating my life. Okay. And so now I know I want a husband. I know I want a family, because I'm still holding on to T, even though he locked up and keep making me these false promises, because I'm green and I don't know what it be meaning when you go to court and you get out of court and then you got to reset. I don't know about all that criminal shit, so I didn't know. So I was big green about that, and him promised me like, yeah, baby, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm telling you, and all that shit. So and kept lying to me about what he was actually in there for, and I was naive and in the point of believing what he telling me instead of go look that shit up and just going to work, take care of my daughter and shit. So I wouldn't have time to fuck around with that shit anyway. But I was very lonely. And yeah, so I'm kind of giving you guys the background on how I met the warlock is basically what I'm doing. And show how sexually speaking, I was extremely frustrated, and I got sick and tired of having a man being in control of my orgasm. Meaning like, okay, if he in jail, he can't help me have an orgasm, right? Okay, if the baby's dad is being a hoe and doing everything, he can't give me the orgasms when I want it and be faithful. And you know what I'm saying? It's a bullshit. So with that being said, this is what opened the door for now, fast forward life. Boyfriend becomes husband, goes get to prison, gets out, sick, boom, I become his caregiver, and all that shit. And so there's no sex. Now I am a full-time nurse and all this shit, counselor and every damn thing. No sexual gratification whatsoever fucking ever. So this just reminds me when I told my twin flame, I don't know what you're talking about because I'm not getting no dick. When he told me, were you, because I met him in 2006. So the ex-husband got locked up in what year was it? 2002. And I met Michael Wayne in 2006. Yeah, I just stopped dealing with my child's father for the permanence. Permanently over. 2006. And about a few months later, or maybe a couple of months, maybe a month later, I met Michael Wayne, my twin flame. So, yeah, and he's younger than me. So I was a little scared about that because I'm like, oh, this nigga young. He about to be doing some bullshit. But anywho, what else happened? What else happened? So then we finished that. We finished that energy of the babe dad, what? My daughter's father, that energy completely finishes. Like it never ever happened again. We barely even spoke verbally. So definitely can't have no sex if you ain't talking. So yeah, that shit ended in 2006 and we're in 2026. So it's been what? 20 years. Some shit like that. Do the math. So, yes, okay. I'm having a Tyler Terror moment. I met the twin flame, right? And this is gonna be two moments, pivotal moments when I said, fuck it, I ain't finna be scared, fuck this shit, I'm finna get mine, right? Is when I met my twin flame. And then I got scared because I was like, oh my gosh, I done met another man trying to give me a baby. I got scared. And I shut down. I ran from his ass for the hills. I ran for the hills because he was not finna give me no baby and then leave me and be talking about, well, you already know I got 2 kids by another woman and I fuck that shit. I ain't going through it. So I shut down on him. But since baby daddy, he was the best. He was the best. Baby daddy and then my twin flame Michael Wayne. Baby daddy and then my twin flame Michael Wayne. For the motherfucking record, for who might be with their ego and thinking that they was the shit I eat in the bedroom. No, you wasn't. I'm here to tell you. Okay, so Ashley's dad and then Michael Wayne. That's the truth. So that's my life. How you gonna tell me I'm lying or whatever? So from there, the hunger. The hunger. So this that spiritual fire. I was like, oh my god, what am I gonna do? Oh my god. So anywho, again, remember I said I met my twin flame Michael Wayne in 2006, and I said that the boyfriend that became the husband was locked up in 2002. And I met the warlock in 2018. So that means all them years I was suffering in a sexless marriage. And I was like, I didn't even know how I was still moving every day and functioning and all of that. I did have some sex toys by this time. But of course, it does not take over the energy of a hot-bodied man. Come on, think about it. So, and so the point is, all that did was exasperate my wanting and my yearning for the masculine touch. But love, okay? Not promiscuity, fornication, and fuck partners. Love. Straight up. So that's how you still know you a divine feminine, regardless of what you went through. Regardless, you still directly connected to source. You still are operating in divine love connection to source. And that source is the Sophia, the divine feminine. What a version of the divine feminine, some shit like that they showing me. So anywho, how was he the catalyst that really eradicated my dark feminine? Because this is something that these masculines do. That's why they be censoring my shit, because they don't want me to tell the truth. But this is something that these masculines do. They hover around you. They study you. They literally try to get inside your skin to understand your inner workings. And then they do their magical spells and shit based on what they feel they know about you. Your weak spots. Not your G spots, your weak spots. And so this man thought that he found it. He thought he knew it. So guess what ended up happening? He lied. Because all he did was the catalyst. Getting to the point. of reminding me that I have a divine counterpart. I didn't call it no twin flame or none of that. I just said, there's a man that I'm supposed to be with. And I just started being very adamant about that. And it was secret though. I wasn't talking about it out loud. I just knew that this is not the man for me, and I don't know why I'm doing this. I just questioned it every time we was together, and he knew it because I would be looking at him and looking him up and down and critiquing everything about him, and just like he like, what's wrong with you? I'm like, I wouldn't say nothing. He'd be like, I mean, he wouldn't. Any man that's not there to rape your destiny, steal your destiny, he would feel some kind of way. Like, well, I guess you don't want me over here. Why would you call me over here and you don't want to talk to me, or you got an attitude or whatever? That's what a man that's not there with some ulterior motive would do. He would not want to be there. But it don't matter how many ways I cut my eyes at him and looked at him and gave him the stink eye, he still would stay there and try to like connect with me in a way to make it look like it was so fucking fake and phony. But the wounding is there so strongly, the loneliness is there, and you're not even realizing that the true connection you want is directly with the Most High God, is with Source. And so this is how a room raider can get into your intimate spaces and rob you blind. Literally, like unconsciously, like knock your ass unconscious and steal your destiny. And it's through sex. It's through sex. It is through sex. If you're not having sex with them, it can't work. It cannot. I'm talking about stealing your divine destiny. So what you cannot see, that your light is so radiant that you're really going to be called to do some magnificent things in the world. And you're not going to be able to do that. And the fact that, because they took it. So I want you guys to think of it in terms of this. It's like how a man can be so disrespectful, and whatever monies he goes out and make, he's taking it and taking care of another household while y'all's household is depleted. It's like that. If you want to look at it in a real like basic ass way, it's like that. But just imagine if he's having sexual relations with you, you don't realize that you're holding this holy Merkaba within your womb, this cosmic womb of yours. And then next thing you know, he takes from you, you're drained. You're looking old, dried out, like your hair doesn't have luster, like you're losing your looks, your sex appeal. And this other woman is just glorifying in it. Because what happens is, I'm finna tell y'all something now. What happens is they will literally snatch your beauty, your laughter, everything about your essence, and they wear it. Straight up, they wear it. It's literally like, what's that movie I'm thinking of in my mind right now? Edward Gein, where it was something where it was like, I think they based that movie, the Chainsaw Massacre, off of that shit too, where he would take the skin and be wearing the people's skin and shit. It's like that. Hannibal Lecter did that shit too, I think. And that's what they do. It's like they literally steal your essence. That's what it means about the destiny swapping. And I'm talking about these men that practice witchcraft, that are self-professed warlocks, womb raiders. This is what they do. And the only way you can take your power back is to stop having any kind of sexual relations with them. Yeah. So that it'll be a man that'll be the catalytic converter, the catalyst of you going into an abstinence, and then your womb will like so when they're like that, it's like your womb crave the darkness that they are. That's how you keep doing it. The magic is mental. It's mental, it's emotional. And it's like you I don't know, like that's how I knew something about me was always different, because I could see the shit on him. Whenever he would come over, I could see the shit he had done. I could see it. And part of me would be kind of tripping with myself, like, why do I see you doing acts? Like, I can see you. And I used to tell him that, he would bust out laughing like a fucking, he loves that character, the Joker. He would bust out laughing like that and be like, "What, woman? What are you talking about? I've been working." Da da da. Yeah, okay, right? You can see it. It's not the same of you just knowing like your husband keep talking about he's working late, and then you see a hotel receipt up in his jacket pocket when you're cleaning out the pockets before you take it to the cleaners. I'm not talking about that type of devastation. I'm saying you see the shit while it's actually in action. The man can be literally sitting right beside you, and what he did before he got to the house or yesterday, you can see it. You can see it. So I used to just see all kind of shit around him, on him, through him, like, and I would just stare at him a lot. And he would be like, "What's wrong with you?" But he would laugh. He would always be joking about it. Everything was funny. And, but I didn't realize the reasons why I'm staring at him more so was because I was seeing myself through his eyes. And that's how I started really realizing that this nigga was trying to wear my essence. He literally was trying to become me. I don't know how to describe this shit. Maybe on a different channel opportunity, I'll be able to go in more depth about this. But he literally was doing that shit, and that's the reason why, with his last comment that he made to me, yeah, okay, so you'll be going away from talking to me for about 4 months, and then okay, that's fine. I love your energy. Every time I get your energy, I get active. Like what? What energy? What are you talking about? Right? And I'm not that type of I'm not designed where I don't speak clearly and bluntly, and I don't use subliminals. I don't like to be like, "Oh, okay, so it was this guy, I'm gonna call their name." They have no power, they have no authority. If you are hurt, harming, and injuring the divine feminine on this planet, I don't care if it's a rose garden that you was walking by and you took a bat and you hit it. That is hurt, harming, and injuring divine feminine energy on this planet. Anything to destroy the power of love. That's the sanctity of love. Huh? So I don't be playing about that. Right? Because the crazy part about it is that he thought that he was that powerful. It was such a sad sight to see. Yeah, I said all them S's. It was such a sad sight to see of him assuming that he had some power over me. Like, you cannot have an orgasm without the vagina. If these room raiders claim that they are very heterosexual, they cannot have a connection to the divine without our vagina. I'm just saying. It's not braggadocious. I'm just saying. You cannot see the light without being inside my vagina. Absolutely. Yeah. You can't. It's not enough jacking off. It's not enough putting an electrical pump on your penis and pumping it. It's not enough for that. You can't get enough of it. You're still not going to get to the divine. This is the reason why encoded, like, it talks about masturbation and shit like that. I never understood that aspect of the Bible. Like, I always wanted to see the true essence of why we are here, what we're supposed to be doing. I was that way since I was a child. So I was always trying to explain to this man, you cannot do anything to me. You are a bitch. Straight up. But without trying to emasculate him, I just kept telling him, "Hey, leave me alone. I'm not playing this game with you. Go about your business, leave me alone." But it's too late. The divine feminine has completely been awakened. She was asleep. She was minding her business. She was asleep, hibernating, doing whatever. And she is awakened now. She is awakened. And she's a dark force field that you do not want to contend with. And he has chosen to use me to receive his karma. Okay? That's what he's chosen. Ultimately, trying to distract me off my work, watching everything that I'm doing. Oh, look at her numbers. Thinking that I don't remember that he's done this shit before with telling me, oh, you put up a video and I seen it got 12 views. I was like, 12 views? What the fuck is that? Who is that? And I would be shocked that, what? I put up a video and it got 12 views. Like, it's the point that he brought up a video that I was talking about him. This is in the past. And he goes, and it has 12 views. And I'm like, so what's your point of bringing up 12 views? So is your point that you're mad that I'm putting up truths about you and I got receipts? Or are you upset because of the fact that I don't got enough views on it? I don't understand what you're saying. So one thing about my womb, she doesn't like anything that's unintelligible. That's another sign that you are walking around with a divine feminine womb. She will not tolerate anything that's unintelligible, that is unsatisfactory to be plugged into her. Won't be, it's not tolerated. So it's very simple to be abstinent because there's so much of that shit running amok. It's very easy being abstinent. I don't know why these masculines be assuming that, and then they're trying to do this stuff where they're trying to have sex with you in the spirit. They're trying to have sex with you in the spirit. They're literally trying to have sex with you in the spirit. You know, by way of like you're sleeping and you don't know like why you're feeling all this sexual energy and you're like, damn, I wasn't thinking about any sex. Like what's going on? This is another thing that they're doing. Because the they really can do it is try to hijack your sexual energy while you're asleep because your consciousness is more relaxed then. You're not heightened alert. You're not at a heightened alert at all. You know, you're relaxed. Ashley, can I get a cold drink? I'm thirsty as I'll get out. Yeah, hook me up. Why haven't you been on your duties as a moderator? I need you to get on your duties as a moderator. You want this? What the hell you doing? Eating? Why is you bringing me this? I want a mixture. This gonna make me be all. What are you eating cereal for? You must be going through it, cause your ass is walking around as hot and humid as this apartment feeling in here in this room. You eating cereal?
It's cold as hell everywhere else.
Okay, this room over here is hot. It's like I'm in Las Vegas over here.
It's fucking freezing over there.
It's gonna make me burp. Them weird ass burps. What, you about to be on break? You about to be on lunch. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Taking me a little drinky drink break, y'all. This heartburn has not went away. I think it was those tomatoes. Can I get a little ice in this cup with a little juice? The cranberry? Because I can't drink it just like that. It's just like worse. What is the next card? The 33 Keys was awesome sauce. And I'm going to have to wait till my hands are not like, so I can write that down. I got to write that down. This one got to go written down on my keys. But I want to go ahead and start, yeah. I want to go in and start doing the break it down. The final revelation is the retreat. Oh yes, I saw that word. The retreat is about taking the time to reflect so we can assess the deep wisdom of our life's journey. Yes. and the good news. Pausing natural turns into decisive action, and that action brings about proactive changes in our life. So committing to taking some time to go inwards and see what emerges. This is what this whole thing was. And the programming partner is the Gene Key 19. It's about codependency, the sacrifice. Uh-huh. Yeah, so the 33rd gene key is a master of reflection and retreat. It withdraws in order to draw sustenance from the past. Yeah, that's why I'm talking about this shit. Because I'm letting it be known that I'm done. It's like, the only reason why it sounds so refreshing to communicate about it. Whoa, that was in my soul. I guess I needed that like that. Praise be to the Most High. Woo! But it hurt at the same time. Is because if it brings me right back to the alignment of my divine masculine, then that's why I can talk about it truthfully and move forward. Like, it doesn't make me feel like sadness, or the only reason why it make me feel anger with that stinking ass warlock is because of the fact that he powerful. Yeah, and what was we talking about? That ego death? Yeah, about to get that towel moment. Yeah, absolutely. Put me a little bit of cranberry in there, boo. Absolutely. And so he was faking trying to call a truce. That was fake. He didn't really mean that shit. All that shit is fake and phony, and he just foul. Like, go get with some female that like you like that with that fake shit. I just discussed how I used to look at him back in the day when he was coming over to my house. And just looking at his fake phony ass. And the fact that he was not up to par. Power. Look, power. Yeah. He tried to control my power. Look what I just said. He thought that he can get in the hot air balloon of my vagina and rock top. Bitch didn't know that I had a big ass safe and I could pop that bitch. Shit. You ain't gonna be, thank you, my love bug. You not gonna be riding high on my love. No. Now let's see what else comes out in the ooh. Did y'all see that? I know y'all did. I know y'all saw that power. And everything about these jacks are coming out, these nasty jacks. Shout out to the lady that be on that good shit that she be talking about, a white lady. What's her? I don't know her damn name, but anyway, let me show y'all her channel. She calls it Nasty Jacks, and I've kind of stolen that from her because I just love how she be saying that shit. She called it Nasty Jacks. What's her channel? Hold on, let me find it. Hold on. Let me show y'all. Where she at? She be saying these Nasty Jacks. Here she is. I don't want to play her shit. This the white lady I'm talking about. Her channel is Intuitive Heart. I kind of stole her her thing that she says about these nasty ass warlocks, these room waiters. She calls them Nasty Jacks. So look, they're all here. We got, and everything came out in reverse. I told you they're fucking amateurs. Look, the Page of Pentacles, Page of Wands, and we got the other ones are down here some damn where. I don't want to mess up the cards. But all of them are coming in reverse. So this is the Scythe in reverse. Let's see what it's talking about. Yeah, they're all over here. Mm-hmm. They came out in, in the form of these cards. With the Prince of Disc, which is the Page of Pentacles again. So they want to control the money. They're gonna control the resources. You know, these kind of men that was like, even the hex even the ex-husband had the audacity to say, well, if I move out of the hood with you and living in Section 8 in public housing, how you gonna survive? Like, you see what I mean by the unintelligible shit that you deal with. Let me turn my legs because they're starting to feel weird. I want them to swell up. Yeah. You see what I mean? You know what? Hold on. I have been guided to Get one of these, yeah. One of these? Or do you want one of these? I haven't even finished doing my past life. Why y'all want to bust open like that? Why y'all want to bust open like that? You must need a rubber band. You must need a rubber band. Hold on. They must need a rubber band. Because they just bust wide open. You just busted wide open when you fell to the floor. I don't need my cards spilling everywhere. I don't know. I think they want to talk about the damn archetypes. But I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to see which one. Is it this one or is it this one? Is it this one? Is it this one? They showed me this the other day about these archetypes. And it came up. So I think it might be in alignment. So let's get back to it. Do it, Roger. Do it. Woo. My. They keep on telling lies. They keep on trying to get in these thighs. My. They don't understand that Most High don't play about my. So that's what we got going on. Let's see. I feel better that I put the fan on. I feel better. Welcome to the other side of consciousness. The divine feminine consciousness. So let's get back into it. I'm still sweating and everywhere. No matter how many showers I take, I sweat. Whew. So let's get into it. And read what that said. I don't know. They want me to do this archetype before it's all over with. We're going to see. We're going to see. All this shit's in my bed. That's how you can tell. I've been working, baby. I've been working. So we have the scythe, which is 10 in reverse. So I just had to get that out, baby. Like, talk about it. Because you have no power over me. None whatsoever fucking ever. Like, you are a dumb bitch. A dumb bitch. Like, for real. Do you ever think that I'll ever be with you ever again in life? Get over it. Let it go permanently. The scythe. To everything there is a season. Look what it say right there. To everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the sun. Ecclesiastes 3, 1 and 8. It says, be careful. I am swift and I am sharp. I cut through with precision with a sharp and clear vision. I am an accident, a deep cut, a break, or sometimes a difficult decision that needs to be made. It's already up here. I can bring good harvest or danger. Look at what I am cutting nearby. It just might be your wages. Ooh, so this masculine might be losing his job. He might be losing his job or losing something monetary wise. See, that's how the divine spirit of life get their ass too. They make them feel like, they're not self-sufficient by way of, man's money systems. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that could be possibly happening to him. Or some type of thing that's going to lead him into some legalities. Is there going to be some legalities coming in here? Huh? Is going to be some legalities coming here? What else was we doing, Spirit? What else? Oh, here they go. I was like, where'd they go? Is there going to be some legalities coming in here? Yeah, because you try to steal divine feminine's power to try to manifest for your own dusty, rusty, busty ass life. Is there going to be that? Yeah. We're not playing no games. We here to do the healing work. Like I said, we here to do the healing work and to be a light, a beacon of light for the collective. That's what divine feminines are rising up to do. Coming together in the same accord. To love, to heal, to expound the consciousness of divinity. And to get in divine connection and union with our masculines. Yes, because we're not supposed to be doing this alone. This is the chariot. We're not supposed to be doing this alone. And this is his ass trying to hijack, trying to jump on and catch a ride. Yeah, that's what he doing. Might be in a car accident. I don't know. Might be in a car accident. Mm-hmm. Yep. Oh, there they go. I was like looking like, where's my other cards at? Yeah. Might be in some type of car accident or something like that. Oh no, not these, not these, not these. The other ones, the other ones, the other ones, because those are already down here for what's happening with the mature woman. So let's go ahead and get these. This is the ones I'm looking for. Yeah. And what was those other two cards? Yeah. So it's divine feeling, divine feeling. Divine feminine is feeling good. She's receiving her accolades, her finances, and she's promised a connection with the divine masculine. Somebody that is not going to raid her womb. Somebody that's going to literally do that work with her or facilitate her doing her work. Yeah. Yeah. So she has a divine partnership coming in. So now, since we know her, she's standing on her own 2 feet by way of like doing her work. She's operating in her 33 keys, energy gene key 33. And what was that talking about? Let's rehab. Let's rehab right quick. It's talking about Revelation. What did it say? Where was it at, child? Where was it at? Yeah, she's operating her 33. She's operating with the 33 gene key, which is a master of reflection and retreat. Okay, all right. It's withdrawing in order to draw sustenance from the past forms of mistakes and from history. And it says if we don't let our awareness rest, then how will we really see what's going on in our lives? So as we ride on that Merkaba, indicated here with this chariot, and we're lighting the way for the collective consciousness. We're standing at the forefront and doing the work. We must free ourselves from feeling like we have to forever drain our energies for the collective, for our families, and we literally have to do something to retreat for ourselves. So I feel like that's what Spirit is saying. And let's see if this retreat, look at it, look at it. Didn't I tell you the jealousy and the envy? Just mad because he wants to be you. I feel like a lot of these so-called womb raiders, so-called warlocks, they literally be having a homosexual tendencies because you can't actually love women or like women the way you act. It does not fit. It don't fit. And if it don't fit, don't force it. Relax and let it the fuck go. Go on about your business because you cannot force something that doesn't fit. You can do whatever magic or whatever you want to do, and it's not gonna fucking work. It's not gonna work. All you do is retard it for the moment, cause things to slow down for the moment, and then it just goes full throttle. It just like I see it's like like a heat combustion. Like it's just divine feminine, just like and the only reason why I see is like their black magic shit be working is just because that you are a super empathic soul, and that you have yet to have gotten your spirit team, not your spirit team, I'm sorry, your soul tribe around you that's standing in the gap for you, wading in the water for you, and therefore it feels like you're naked, you're out there alone, but you're not. You got some big heavy hitters looking at you, okay? Absolutely. There's dualities to everything. Didn't I fucking tell you the manipulation? A soul contract manipulation, didn't I tell you that? That's exactly what's going on. Yeah, do not want to let go. And the reason why it may feel, like I said, like this man directly taps into you because you have had sex with the man before. So, because he's trying to pull in on that energy by way of memory. By way of memory. The imprint that the divine feminine put on him is what he's trying to pull in energy from. And it's not working. It's not as strong as it is when he's actually able to be up close to the person and tap in. So that's why he gets more and more frustrated and start doing more things to be a setup artist for the divine feminine to fall. Soulmate. Didn't I tell you? Because y'all have a soul connection with one another. That's why these warlocks and these womb raider type of, so-called spiritualist type of men. I mean, they all over the place up on the in the black community with these masculines. I mean, I talked about Soldier Boy. Soldier Boy. I talked about Nature Boy. I talked about Young Pharaoh. Okay, so they all around, and all of them are going down like dominoes because they're disrespecting the divine feminine. They're trying to hijack the macabre of the divine feminine energy force field on this planet in order to manifest in things that are against what her divine nature is about. Yeah, yeah. And this can cause the divine feminine to be in her head if she's not well seasoned. And they're in their head because they're trying to figure out why is it not working where you're completely submitted. Yeah, with that ring there. They may be trying to marry you in the spirit or some shit like that. This shit is crazy as hell. Yeah. 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 So the masculine would be in his feelings about how honorable you actually are. He in his feelings about how your spiritual ranking. That's why he cannot manipulate you. But he stayed watching you. He stayed watching you. If he would just take his energy completely and put it on whatever else outside of the divine feminine, I promise you, this is how he just, even you talking about him, makes him feel good. That's how sick, sociopathic that they are. Mm-hmm. But divine feminine, you got a union coming in with with yeah, see? Yeah. This is what I be meaning when I say their manipulation be hijacking your energy when you're sleeping. And he's doing sexual salacious things to you while you're asleep or just period. And it's pulling from your life force. The manipulation is pulling from your life force. So these karmic soul contracts are over with. You pulling your energy back. This is a karmic soul contract that's over with. Whatever that this masculine was supposed to get from divine feminine to heal, he negated that. He reneged on that. He basically aborted it. He what's the word? He wrote what is it that when you do with a kid? He relinquished his rights. Like he basically just stagnated and just and just like, you know. So the offer no longer stands is what the fuck I'm trying to say. Yep, and now running the mouth. Running the mouth, talking the shit, trying to get other people to join him to be a setup artist, to join him to try to set divine feminine up for failure. I told you. And that's the part that's been having me super vexed about the bullshit. That's the part right there, like, what the fudge? Yeah, because you a star seed. Okay, it's already over here, right here. You a star seed. You a star seed, baby. It's over there right there. You a star seed. Look at that. False narrative, lying with anybody that will listen. Anybody that'll listen. Can't get you off the... This shit's sickening, man. No females want to be with these kind of men because they use their energy to further their agenda with you. You like the main ones on his mind. The main one on his mind. Can't get you to come up out of this first class. Can't stop, you know, man, let me tell you something. Look what I just said. And look, the earth angel jumped out in reverse. Can't get you out of this energy right here. You too strong. You too strong. But never gonna stop. Never gonna stop. See? He cannot stand that you a stand-up kind of girl. He wants you like this. So he's trying to shoot your ass down. With the third parties, with the lion, the whole nine. That goes to show you that that's who you truly are. You that star power. You are truly God's chosen. You are truly God's eternal flame, divine feminine. So that's why they can't stop. Look at that. Successful. Didn't I tell you? Star seed. Successful. Look. Look, 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 look. Look, 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 look. Emotional manipulation. Literally. And probably what I'm seeing here is that he's really trying to what's the word I'm looking for? He's really trying to do something with these dark ancestors or something like that, or try to like 444 on the clock, try to remove your protection. That's what I'm seeing with that 444 showing up. But it doesn't matter, because anything he does, it might retard the situation or make it feel, especially with these retrogrades and shit. But when this retrograde is over and this Jupiter Pisces season energy happens like this for you, this is you, divine feminine. So whatever he's doing to try to do love spells to take away your earth angel essence, your ranking, is never going to happen, because you're still going to rise to the top. Stupid. Like, why would you want to be with a man like this? Like I've always said, I'm gonna be single, baby. Single. What do I say? Single, sexy, and successful. That's what's up. I mean, I would love to see this fool get with his match. Yeah, I would love to see it, so she can keep his ass busy and then he can't be bothering me. Yeah, look. Yeah. This is what the whole goal of the love spells is. To keep you uncertain about your path as an earth angel, and you don't have any clarity. So it's basically he's basically, these warlock motherfuckers be literally trying to cut your 444 protection from the divine and have you in a state of disillusionment. I already talked about it. It's crazy. That's what the goal is. But you about to have a new love. Show me, Spirit. Show me the new love coming in for the divine feminine, so we can come to a close. Show me the new love coming in for the divine feminine, so we can come to a close. This is so crazy. Just to see the ignorance, the stupidity. And then I think, yeah. He worked night and day to be stupider. That's how I look at it. Works night and day to be stupider. More and more stupid. Yeah. He works night and day to be more and more stupid and corrupt, and you working on your path. You on your path. I mean, with this coming up, you're on your path. And the Most High God is saying, if you're going through anything health-wise, anything like that, everything that is laid out for you, beloved. This warlock bitch could have actually did death spells. I'm feeling that. Death spells. Show me. Death spells. Look. The lust card came out in reverse. So what I'm taking from this, if I can't have her, nobody can. That's what I'm taking from this. If she don't want to lust for me, nobody can have her. So that would be a yes on the death spells. Yes on affecting you and your health. Look. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. If I can't have her, nobody can. Then shit. She don't want me. She can't be with nobody. I mean, this is a classic case. Whether or not the man is practicing witchcraft, the spirituality, manipulation, or anything of the such. It doesn't fucking matter. A regular man, basic as he want to be, can go and seek out a baba or a priestess or something like that for moral support and help and aid into securing his marriage, and they be doing negative shit. Okay, and he don't have to be doing anything himself, but he went and paid someone to do it. So no woman is safe from this type of energy. And this is why I teach my daughter very graphically about what it looked like, how it can happen, the whole nine, so she can understand how to look out for herself. See? What did I just say? This says opposing forces, a foe or an enemy, but it went like this. So a spirit is saying that because you're on your enlightened path, because you're on your right path, your roads are no longer blocked. You don't have to worry about these sexual lust spells and shit no more. You don't got to worry about any of that, and you're going to be healing. And it's already here. You're healing. You're on your way. You're standing in your power. You're going to receive your money, everything that you need, and be single, sexy, and successful divine feminine. I can't wait till we get back to the each one teach one version of things. That's why I said love offer. I told you. I said let's get on the showing that the divine feminine has a true counterpart coming in. Love offer. Let's get to that part. Let's get to that part. It's just it's annoying. It's like get the fuck on, dude. It literally feels like being locked up in a jail and having to watch the same shit on TV over and over and over and over and over again. There's nothing you can do about how the TV is programmed to play the same shit. Yeah. And so this is why you're being gang stalked by the whole little coven, the whole little limp noodle warlock coven. And that's all the way down at the bottom. See, that's how you know that you don't have to worry about that. You still moving forward. That's why the gangs talking and all that shit be doing, because a lot of women are not even aware of their power. A lot of women is not even aware of their real strong earth angel pull into ministry. Yeah, the abuse is over with, baby. They trying to keep it going. That's why this came like this. They trying to keep the fucking abuse going. Oh yeah, they trying. They're relentless. But it's not affecting you because you still doing what? Glowing up as the star seed you are, and the fact that you stepped into being abstinent and owning your sexual power, your cosmic womb. You are manifesting a new body, new energy, new image, new everything, and they can't stop it, regardless of how they try to work with the powers that want to be with the social medias and all that shit. Yeah, look at that. What's on the bottom? Spirit say, look at the bottom. Rich girl. And what's already here? A wealthy man. This is who you getting this love offer from. You, the divine feminine, you looking like this, okay? The single, sexy, successful, and you about to come into contact with this, your match. This is truly a healed partnership. I don't know about this whole shit that the world called power couple, but you guys are equally yoked. And I feel like this masculine gonna put his hands on you, girl. This masculine gonna put his hands on you and heal that body. This masculine gonna put his hands on you and heal that body, girl. Look at that. You ain't gonna be like this no more, baby. You ain't gonna be like this no more. He gonna put them healing hands on you. And he gonna be all sexy and shit. He may be somebody that, oh shit, is he a boxer or some shit? Like, like not a boxer, but he be in the gym and shit, got a six pack, younger than you. Child, what? He coming through? What? I feel like low key he been pulling in the energy spiritually speaking. I feel like he's been protecting you along your pathway, divine feminine. He could be a younger man. He could be younger than you. Sexy as all as he wanna be. Gentle and everything, loving and stuff. Shit, girl, go on in. Whether you an older lady or what, it don't matter. Shit, you better get yours. You better get yours. Don't be worried about that bullshit of what nobody might have to say. Is this that twin flame energy? Let me see. That true one. That true divine counterpart. Okay, not these fake wannabe motherfuckers. Yeah, you're being paid for the fruits of your labor. You've been paid for the fruits of your labor with this connection as well, because, I know for me personally, going through what I'm going through, I definitely need a masculine, like I was talking about in the other live. that can be very much so receptive to my gifts. Look, the gifts card came out. Receptive to my gifts and understanding that I have to be nourished by him in a certain kind of way. Like I need that. Like that's why I feel like, you know, this is somebody that is gonna be shit. It's like I feel like with this card right here, he's sending you good vibes. He really is for your healing. This child, is this Michael? Cause y'all know the Blu-ray, that's Archangel Michael. I don't know, child. I don't know. I don't know. Cause I don't know. I just seen like the youthfulness and everything like that. I don't know, child. I ain't trying to call nothing in. I'm just noticing that Blu-ray was the Archangel Michael. Yeah. Oh, a King of Wands. He's somebody that he running some shit already. That's what I feel. He running some shit already. Yeah, he about his. I feel like that card coming out meaning like he's about his business. He's about child. Look, he's about his business and he's watching your rise, and he's wishing you. Uh oh, wait a minute. Who is this bitch here? Who is this stud muffin looking bitch here? It feels like somebody is in the gap, but she looked like a stud. Somebody is in the gap, like hating. Like, what the hell is this? You got the King of Wands. I don't even know. This giving me a different energy now. This giving me an energy of like I don't know, but this feel like some people you don't know that's watching you and evil eyeing and shit or some type of shit, or somebody is really pissed off that you're being given this job offer. You're being put in a position of power and they mad about it. Huh. Who is this evil eye ass person right here? Who that evil? Who that is? Who that is? Who is this evil eye ass bitch right here? Who is this? Let's see if we can find out who the hell is this evil eye. I want to know. Because it doesn't feel like it's just the warlock that we've been talking about. It could be some family members you got. It could be a sister. Somebody that's watching and got a sister that's a hater. Let's see. Give me a jump off card for this evil eye. Give me a real strong jump off card for this evil eye. Sad news. Give me another card. Something about somebody that's evil eyeing you. They really upset. They ain't in a good mood. Mm-hmm. Main female. Might be a sister or some shit. It's a female. It's a female that got the audacity to be trying to be mad, evil eyeing you, watching you and shit. Let's see. Where she go? 14. Y'all welcome on into the live. Hit the like button. I love you. All right, 14. Sad news. With number 2 main female. So there's a female that's upset. What they mad about? That's basically what them two cards saying together right there. It's definitely a woman. I don't know why she look like a stud muffin on him. I ain't gonna write it on the card because I don't want to always think that is somebody like that. 33 murky thoughts. Yeah, somebody that's hating. Negative feedback. Negative feedback. There's a hater. There's a hater in the energy. Negative feedback. Mm-hmm. Somebody might be trying to like cheat you out of an opportunity. Yeah, and then look, here go a pleasant letter. Probably trying to cheat you out of an opportunity. Yeah, mixed messages, upsetting letter type shit coming in. What is this letter about? It's definitely a female. Is there any white rice in there? Can you give me that with some chicken? A little gravy like Susan? If you ain't got nothing, don't worry about it. Let's put the chicken on. I kind of hungry now when I get out. Negative news from a lawyer. Negative news from a lawyer? What the fuck is this about? Negative news from a lawyer. What? Negative news from a lawyer. False person. Yeah, a threatening letter. A letter that may upset you that's coming from an enemy of yours, threatening you. What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? Who is this person? You shouldn't have showed up in my energy. As I love exposing bullies. Taking me all the way back to childhood and shit again. Who is this? Who is this? Who this little bully trying to like do what? Who is this? 29 prison. Sad message from a prison or a hospital. What the hell? Ow. There go talking about that secret shit again, y'all. What is this damn secret about? What the freak is going on? What is this secret about? Ooh, I'm so tired about this secret, y'all. I'm so tired about this secret. Every time I turn around, I keep talking about a damn secret. Somebody with evil intentions trying to do some bullshit. Let's keep trying to find out. Let me see. We're gonna go with them chakra cards and see which chakra. All I know is I'm just so tired of the bullshit. Like, can we get to the love, the light, the abundant healing? Can we get there? Can we get to the balloons, the happiness, the laughter, and all this stuff? Shit. Marriage. The marriage card came out. So this is sad news concerning a commitment. Okay, it's about a commitment. So I feel like just somebody is just mad because the shit is over with. That's what I feel. They know it's over with. It ain't shit they can do about it. It's a done data. They had enough time to play games, to keep on trying to interfere. Let me get some clarity with these right here. Yeah, because these cards right here are so powerful. They clears the energy. They really do clear the energy. Show me, Spirit, please, and thank you. I don't know who this evil eye person is, what they trying to brew up, crank up and shit. We ain't doing any of that. We speak truth, and we trying to heal, and we trying to receive our rewards from our healing journey. What? This is like a eternal life step program. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not something that just happens here or there. You know, it's an eternity. Two of Wands, the helping God, love and wisdom, victory over those who would attack you. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, the helping God. So whoever this stud muffin, I'm gonna write this shit on there because I feel like somebody is gay around me that's got this energy on them. Somebody, I'm gonna put on there stud muffin because that's what I feel. They said trust your intuition and accept embrace your shadow. A stud muffin. There it is. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Trying to send an attack. They always trying to play setup artists. Page 2. What psalm is this? So this is Angel Eliel, the helping God. This is a seraphim. Psalms 21:19. But be not thou far from me, O Lord. O my strength, haste thee to help me. Those born under this influence have a cheerful spirit and agreeable and kind manners. They are also passionate in sex. This went right along with what I was talking about earlier. Roll the live stream back. Passionate in sex. Eliel will help to calm popular sedition, and obtain victory of those who would attack you unjustly. Sedition. Popular sedition. What does that mean? We got a spelling oracle. Popular sedition. Child, sit the fuck down. Don't bother me. That bullshit. It's a stud muffin somewhere. That's what I feel. That's what I feel. That's what it is. You know what, y'all? I might buy that book again. Because I lost all my book in storage. All my books in storage. Okay, so I'm gonna buy this book. We gonna start breaking it down, y'all. That might be my entry into like doing my OnlyFans. I don't know, y'all. So I'm kind of nervous. That's another big piece of print to jump off of. Ooh. All right, y'all. So I put it in there, so I can get it, and we'll see, y'all. Do my OnlyFans. Oh my gosh, talking about healing our wombs. What was it that I was looking at? What was it? What did it say? Popular what? Sedition. I never heard that word before. I know it's going on over here. Popular sedition refers to collective, often public agitation or rebellious action taken by groups of people against established government authorities. Historically, it is characterized as factious commotion of the people or tumultuous assembly that acts to disrupt public peace, undermine legal authority, or advocate for the overthrow of the government through means other than lawful constitutional processes. So it's somebody that's lying, talking about, I did some shit or whatever. I don't fucking know who this is, but I feel like Spirit is giving me a heads up about it right now in this moment. But it says sedition is the incitement of resistance or insurrection against lawful authority. All right, so I'll be writing that one up. I got them all right here to write them up later. All right, Spirit, what else? Where's my cards? Oh. Two of Wands. So the Most High God is setting a path for you, lighting the path before you. Where's that other card? It's down here somewhere. Excuse me. That's right. No, that's not it. Where did it go? Oh, is this it? Yes. The Most High God is lighting your path, making sure your headlights work. So whoever wants trying to jump on top of your car and trying to still follow you and do crazy shit, okay. Victory of those that will attack you. Angel Eliel. Yep, that's what they trying to do. Undermine the Queen of Cups. Look at it. The Divine Feminine earlier came out in reverse, and now they're trying to undermine the Queen of Cups energy of the Divine Feminine. Okay, in an upright, this is the Queen of Cups. This is God the Redeemer. And they're really trying to break the covenant connection that you have with Source. Redemption serves against enemies of religion, governs chastity. Yeah. Yeah. Enemies of religion. Like, I don't know what the hell that's even talking about. Okay? Yeah. Yeah, so the Queen of Cups is receiving this energy from hateful, just, they don't like the presentation and all that. Well, I'm directly connected to Source. You got a problem with the Source. That's what it is. You got a problem with 20. You don't got a problem with me. Sounds like a you problem. Or a them problem. So this particular card in the upright is Guardian Angel Pahaliya. And this is the God, the Redeemer. This is the thrones. Psalms 116:4. Then called I upon the name of the Lord, O Lord, I beseech thee, deliver my soul. Those born under Pahaliya will be inclined to an ecclesiastical vocation. That's a word. Ecclesiastical vocation. Pahaliya serves against the enemies of religion, governs religion, theology, and morality, and can influence chastity and piety. So I feel like that's what I was talking about. These emasculated men is probably somebody that's not really a woman, mad because they don't want me talking about and literally letting it be known of how you can get back into your seat of power, get back on your throne through abstinence and owning. But baby, whatever. So I feel like they feel like I'm being this very radical feminist or some shit. I don't know. But they may not actually be real women at all. This is men posing as women. Like, oh, really? You're going to tell me what I need to feel and I have a real vagina? That's why y'all heard me say born woman. Born woman. It's a reason. Okay, it makes sense. It makes sense. Oh, okay, let me put that other word on here. That's what Spirit is showing me. Like, yeah, it makes sense. Why I'm saying that. Come on, shit. The fuck? Transgender man. Yeah, nobody got time for that. I'm telling the truth. As always. Six of Pentacles. The favorable God. 10. Divine grace cures rage and pestilence and absolves the guilty. And yeah. So I feel like what Spirit is saying, the Queen of Cups is still going to receive her divine covenant, marriage to the sacred, the covenant, receiving the covenant. That's exactly it. It's not in the religious pretense of the way that the world is set up. Exactly. You see those rings? Where's the card with the rings? And here you go. Contracts, agreements, bonds, strong connections, unions, partnership, a counterpart, a lover, telepathy, like-minded people, a committed partner, engaged, interconnected, and soulmate. There it is right there. There it is right there. Yeah. So your love and your wisdom is divinely protected because your love is redeeming a lot. Your wisdom is redeeming a lot. It's a fresh anointing. Is nobody speaking like this? It's authentically, eclectically yours. What's that word to say? Ecclesiastically? Ooh, that's a word. I ain't seen that one before. Let me see. Ecclesiastically. Ecclesiastically. They giving me words today, baby. That's why I be delighted to get out and breathe and just hey. Yeah, related to the Christian church. Yep. 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 Give me one more, spirit. Give me one more dynamic one. I mean, they all are dynamic, but you know what I'm saying. Give me a clear jumper, please, and thank you. Okay. 7 of Cups. And that's crazy because I just saw this. Isalia, God, the just God. Contemplation makes the truth known in legal proceedings. Woo! Let me write that other word down because it's a tongue tire. Ecclesiastical. They want you to be quiet, little girl. Or it's clergy. All right, I wrote that one out. It was really short to write out. So what was that 7 of Wands saying? I'm sorry, 7 of Cups. Asalia, earlier we had 7 of Wands. That's crazy because I just literally seen Asalia. And, you know, shuffled and it jumped out. Like, yeah, I was talking about that. I was giving you a message. Asalia. God, the just God. I mean, God is the just judge. It's about virtues. Psalms 92 and 5. Oh Lord, how great are thy works, and thy thoughts are very deep. That's right. You can't sit up there and try to be have this predictive programming of how I'm connected to the divine. That's on you. That's a you problem or they problem. Those born under Asalia will have an agreeable character and will desire the acquisition of secret knowledge. Bam. Asalia will help you with the praising of God and the growing towards him, governs justice, and makes the truth known in legal proceedings. Absolutely. So straight up. Straight up. Straight up. We gonna come back and we gonna talk about the policy. I'm gonna break it down and then spit it to you logically. Fuck it, they gonna hate. Okay? So anywho, let me see what I got going over here. The mastermind behind the major comeback, the devil. I'm loyal to myself. That's why it's easy to be loyal to my partner. Ooh, these are some messages over here hiding. Actually, why didn't you get wrote up? The devil is in the details. The masterminds behind the major comeback. Yeah, this is the twin flame. Put it in the bag. So let me see. Yeah, the 7 type of people, God's twin flames. We gonna come back and talk about this one, since the spirit is showing me and putting this on my heart. We gonna come back and I'm gonna show y'all what sources I like to cite my sources. If I don't actually say it on the lives, then I put it in my description box. I always cite my sources. Excuse me, of where I get these profound reiterations of divine truths. We gonna come back and talk about the 7 types of people. The 7 type of people that are God's twin flames. Okay? I think that's how he said it. Yeah. That was my message. It's the 7 type of people that you know that you God's twin flame. Okay? Yeah. That's really the true twin flame connection right there. It's about healing. So y'all, we did good. We did good. We did good. Anything else to come out of here? Oh, they said pull 1 chakra. Ooh. I thought I was doing. They said out of this one. I thought it was the archetype. Okay, 1 out of here. And then we done. It's gonna tie it all together, baby. Okay, so how we gonna do it is, y'all remember that I set up this spin the wheel a while back. Let me turn this up. I set up the spin the wheel, and it has all of, no, it's not in here. It's in the random app, and it's the X Spirit Chakra Wisdom Oracles. No, that's X Spirit Oracle Colors. Chakra Wisdom Oracles, and it looks like this, and it has all the chakras in here. It's 7 of them. So whichever one comes out, that's the card I'm going to read to finish up this particular psychic intuitive consult session. So we got insecurity, acceptance, complacency, discovery, perfection, renewal, and soulmate. So let's see what spirit wants us to look at. This one is not like the spin wheel that is going to make like a little noise. So let's just see. Perfection. Let me make sure you guys see that that's what it was. Perfection. Okay. So let's get into it. So I'm ready to eat my chicken and rice. And I think I got to pee again too. See, I lost a little thing right here that goes to my angels. I don't want to lose this one, so let me stick it somewhere. Shit. I don't know what the hell happened. Did I stick it over here? Girl, we should have just stuck it right here. We would have found it. Shit. But I know how to do it now. So it was perfection. So we're going to pick perfection out of here. Because you see how they color coded? Indigo, red, blue, green, orange, yellow, and gray. And that's because that's how I set it up like that. So I don't know which color it is for the word. Okay, it's all in the red one. Soulmate, perfection. So it's in the red one. Okay, so here we go. We got perfection. Let's go ahead and get the message. Perfection. And I like it how she's holding the grapes. And just based on what I'm seeing, it's like truly receiving the fruits of your labor. But not by being perfect, but by through imperfection, you perfect your divinity. Through imperfection, your divinity is perfected. Okay, that's what I'm getting intuitively. So perfection. Uh-oh. Okay, no, it's red. Okay, it's a purple. That's orange. Okay, here we go. What happened? Okay, so here go the message. I have the same high standards for myself as I have for others. The legend reads, Raspberry needs no makeup to accentuate her exquisite features, but she wears it anyway. She is a perfectionist. She speaks the truth at all times, believing that she is helping others by sharing her truth. While statements such as your child is overweight are honest, they make others avoid her. Lonely, she seeks the advice of her favorite elderberry, who teaches her that honesty without kindness is cruelty. Her new vulnerability allows her to see the beauty in others as well as in herself. The inspiration is, are you being too hard on yourself and consequently on other people? Begin to look for what's right and good in your world and you will see it. Personal inquiry. Where am I presently focusing? Knowing what's right and telling others about it might not be the best way of being. Key ideas. Alienating others, feeling alienated, seeking perfection, deeply desiring love, transformation ahead. So, and then the key words is uniqueness, friendship, and acceptance. The meditation says, think about the people that are in your life. Find something good about every person who comes into your mind, no matter who they are or how you feel about them, before you release them. You will know this meditation has concluded when no more people come forward. What? So, think about the people that are trying to hurt, harm, and injure me, and try to think some good shit about them. So, when somebody else writes some shit that you don't agree with, you take out of it what's for you. What resonates for me is Are you hold on, where was it? Begin to look at for what's good, what's right and good in your world, and you will see it. Okay, I take that, and then knowing what's right and telling others about it might not be the very best way of being. No, I don't bother folk. I'm not finna go force feed nobody nothing. That's like if this social media platform is like my office. I didn't tell you to come sit in my office and tell me your problems or being here listening to whatever I'm on my phone talking about. I didn't ask you to do that. And I did if this was a church, I did not send out flyers everywhere to try to seduce people to come in. I was on my podium preaching the word, the truth, and whoever came in and wanted to listen. So no, this is a tricky ass card. This is what I be talking about. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. And then I will accept feeling alienated, seeking perfection, and deeply desiring love, and my transformation is still underway. I will accept that. Feeling alienated, not alienating others. I don't alienate others. I let the ones that think they're going to lie to me play on my top, be stupid, be ignorant, think it's funny, kiki. I don't play like that. So I'm only going to receive from this, and I'm definitely not doing this meditation. So this felt to me like somebody else wants you to. I'm not all bad, and I'm telling you, that's time with this right here, where it was talking about I might be in a gym or a lusty bed. Shit, I'm not saying a damn thing about you good. I promise you that, and that's where it's gonna go. It's moving forward. It's moving forward. So because we gonna not really feel like we got fed out of that, because I'm here to eat and be nourished. Perfection came up again. So I guess Spirit literally want me to see when it said to embrace your shadow. Mean don't be worried about all that, because I'm telling y'all, a lot of the things that I've been unveiling and talking about in my picks, my psychic intuitive counseling sessions, I was strongly not ready to do. And for the longest time, they kept saying, "No, you're ready, you're ready." I'm like, no, because there was like, because what? You're ready. What you talking about? Why you worried about what other people think? And what they'll do is, my spirit team will show me all kind of shit that's actually happening on YouTube. I don't be on Instagram, Twitch, TikTok. So they literally show me what's happening on YouTube and say, now, do you see what all these folks is doing? Do you see what they're doing? And now you said, what? Now you wasn't ready. You was what? So that's how I'm shown how me being perfectionistic in regards to wanting everything to be neat, decent, and in order. Sometimes you just got to do the work without knowing how it's going to get done, what you're going to talk about, how it's going to flow. That's what I received from it as far as, but the author that wrote that, Tori Hartman, I don't agree with that shit. I'm not finna be, that's exactly what the damn warlock want me to do. Visualize him as good. What's good about you? The penis wasn't good when I was getting it because it was constantly dead on arrival. A noodle. So what can I fucking do with that? That shit pissed off. Like what? I didn't had men talk under my clothes like they actually did stuff with me, and I was like, nigga, I am never, I'm just playing. I just bullshit. Like who play like that? That ain't no shit. I'm be like, well, you so stupid. Stop joking so much. Anyway, how your mama doing? Bitch, I'm about to cut you out and hang up the phone. And then you better never call my number again, nigga. I don't play. That disrespect. That shit been going on in my life since I've been old enough to know right from wrong. That shit has been happening. So, at this rate of 50-something years old, I'm not playing with nobody playing with me. And I'm not playing about what's right on this planet. Period. Period. Shit. What? Shit, what? So that see how they trigger me? That's that Mars. That's that Mars. That's the Mars energy. That shit trigger me. For real though. Like what? The fuck is you talking about? Visualize them and think about something good about them? Hell no. Ain't shit good about them. Let their mama love them. Like Kevin Gates said. Let their mama love them. Shit. For real though. The hell? Let's see how that shit tricking me all over again. Ooh, that shit tricking me. That's what I'm talking about. That Mars. That shit trick. My Mars is in Leo too, so I'm gonna be very flamboyant when I be talking about shit. Yeah, for real though. They be talking about, oh, that's that Gemini. No, bitch, that's the Mars and the Leo. Every Leo I know has always been showboatish as far as like they look good, they nice, you know what I'm saying? So they be like, shit, I know I look good. I don't give a fuck. Like, and you might feel like it's conceited or whatever. You know, sometimes it do be, but if they do look good, shit, it's true. You look good, shit. You gonna lie for it. You gonna lie and be like, you don't look good. You're ugly, and like, you know, damn well you want them too. You lusted for them too. Like, I love the new me. It's actually not the new me. It's not new. It's the revealed me. You know, I'm loving me. I don't give a fuck. One thing I promised myself that I was not gonna pass out of my body, transition, like die out of my body, and I have not lived fearlessly enough to feel like I did it all. I cleared it. Nobody was gonna rob me of that, especially not no man. So, whoever got a problem with me speaking the truth the way I speak the truth, you got a problem with yourself. You don't have a problem with me. Any man that think he's running game on me, yeah, she ain't know I fucked her friend. I did. You ain't running game on me. You running game on yourself. Because let me tell you, I'm a massive communicator of karma, and I'm a massive communicator of do not disrespect, dishonor the divine feminine energies on this planet. Straight up. Trying to tell you what it is. So, I ain't thinking nothing about nobody trying to come for me for telling the truth. Shit, it's the truth. You're not gonna tell me my experience of being raped by my cousin, that he literally thought we was gonna be in a physical relationship, like he was literally trying to carry out a secret relationship behind the scenes, unbeknownst to, you know, family members that would have kicked his motherfucking ass to a whole nother dimension if they found out. And I'm talking about uncles, you know. And you gonna try to tell me I don't got no right to say what I said about Corey Holcomb? I said it, and I'll say it about any motherfucking body else. You ain't got no fucking right to be talking about raping children. And then I found out as I put the damn thing up, did the description and shit of that live, that's on YouTube. I was like, what the fuck? I done synced it the fuck all. And y'all trying to fuck with me and shadow ban. I don't give a fuck. Y'all be knowing I don't give a fuck. I done told y'all several times how I really don't be giving a fuck, because I'll tear down everything on my channel and build it right back up again. Or just say fuck y'all all together. That's coming soon too. They already showed me. In so many different kinds of ways. They be showing me how, yeah, that's done, that's over with. It's time to go. And let me tell you something. When I be seeing so much egregious acts and setups and all this shit, I be ready to go. I don't be mourning it. And motherfuckers be like, oh my God, no. This has happened several times in my life. No, Elizabeth, no. We're going to miss you. Like, yeah, okay. I'm just passing through, so don't get used to seeing me. I be meaning that shit. People think I be just talking like I am passing through. I passed through Star Hope Shelter. I passed through wherever the fuck else I went through where I was ministering to folks and all that type of shit. And people just like, oh my gosh, Elizabeth, it's just, you know, once I met you, I was kind of scared to talk to you because I thought you was mean, but yeah, I love you so much, girl, because if it wasn't for you, like, okay. You know, this is who I am. This is my core. This is my heart. Talking about I had heart murmur problems and shit, and I'm still here at 51. Talking about I have a heart murmur and shit like that there and shit. Like, yeah, because I came wounded. I have a wounded heart. But I love the Most High God, because that's who rescued me out of the pit of despair. It wasn't a person. It wasn't a person. It was the light. The light at the end of the tunnel that was very healing when I was brave enough to go through that tunnel in the fear of, ooh, it's dark in here. And I could see the light, and I got to the end of the tunnel, and it was just so warm. Okay? So, I'm not scared to go meet my maker, but they telling me it ain't time yet. They telling me it ain't time yet, but I be feeling so fucking bad. I'm like, I know it's got to be time. And then it'd be like 3 more months, I'm still here. A whole nother year passed by. I'm like, damn, I'm still here. I'm not from this planet. I'm just passing through. I keep trying to tell people that in a roundabout way. So I'm not connected to it like other people are connected to it. You know, that's why they want me to get out, travel, do stuff like that. All that shit be making sense to me when I be talking about it. I just be hurrying up and getting it out while I'm channeling the message, but I be catching everything they be telling me. Everything. I'm not missing anything. So when y'all don't see me get on live, don't see me, I be resting. Minding my goddamn business. Shit. I don't be all, I miss YouTube, I miss. No, I don't. Shit, this shit is hard, dude. Shit, this shit is hard. It's hard. It's what's hard about it is when the fun is being taken out of it. When I'm having fun, I'm flowing and growing. When I'm not having fun no more, I don't want to do it. I don't. It's just like a marriage. I'm not having fun. I'm not having fun. So why am I with you? Why? I told my ex-husband, there's no way we was going to be living in a house together and you going to have me in here being your maid, your cook, your all this, and I'm not getting no loving and nothing. Fuck that shit. That's not going to be my life. Straight up. When you become an adult, you're supposed to be able to make decisions for yourself. And ain't no man going to detect that, dictate that by talking about a goddamn marriage or a damn husband. I don't give a fuck about that shit. I don't give a fuck about you. You want to show me you don't give a fuck about me? Let me show you. Let me show you. I'm going to show you. Like my mother used to say all the time, I can show you better than I can tell you. And I showed him. So he lived where he lived. I'm living where I'm living. And like I said, I will not be tied to nobody, wiping nobody's ass and doing none of that shit. And you can care fucking less about me and mine. The fuck going on with this? So see, that shit triggered me. That shit was crazy, right? Look how that shit triggered me. That Mars, man, that Mars energy, I'm telling you. That shit triggered me by saying, picture all these people in your mind and say something good about them. What? You know why I tear down that warlock ass, that limp noodle? Why I be tearing him down like that? Because he tried to prey upon my sexual trauma. The Quasi Rael, the warlock, he tried to prey upon my sexual traumas. So that's why I talk about him the way I do. I don't care nothing about him like he want me to. I really don't. And I can't fake it no more. I can't play that role. That's why they card trigger the fuck out of me. Because I'm not finna play no kind of role like I like you. I don't like you. I don't like you. Like, you know, I had to purge and get over the fact that I ever had sex with you. Like, I was beating myself up like, girl, what was you thinking? Like, what was... Okay, so just because you was going through that didn't mean you had to... Like, me had to have a whole fight. Me and my shadow, whatever the hell you want to call it. Had to have a whole goddamn fight. Shit. And now I'm past that, okay? It happened. It went down. This is what it was. Okay, whoop de whoop. Let's move forward. I don't like to linger and shit. Nobody gonna have me lingering. Go linger by your goddamn self. You want to be sad. You want to do that shit by yourself. Don't be trying to like, whenever I'm upset, I don't let my daughter know. My daughter don't be knowing if I'm crying and all this shit like that unless I'm really hurt and I need medical attention. Other than that, I don't be putting her into all my shit. Let me go lay my burdens down on the altar and talk about it. I'm not finna do that shit to her. She should not have to be sad and carry my fucking burdens and upset and scared every damn day. I'm scared for my mama because my mama falling all apart. So when a man come in my life and he strategically try to do shit to have me so upset to where my daughter is witnessing me be all upset and mad and fucked up, this bastard got to go. I don't give a fuck about him. Let his mama love him. Shit, I'm for real. You know how they say the only way they can get to your heart is when they mess with your family, your loved ones like that? The ones you truly love? That's the truth. That's the truth. They know it. They know it. Don't play with me. I don't care nothing about you. You can lay up. He can lay up. He can do whatever he want to do. I don't give not now fucks about it. I don't care. Shit. The fuck? And he know I don't care. That's the shit that be making me so much more upset because he try to create a narrative like, yeah, this woman. If you smart, if you was any kind of smart, you would not ever let nobody come towards me about you in no kind of way of jealousy or start no shit. I promise you that, nigga. You if you smart, you will never do it. Never, 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 never ever try to sick a woman on me. Another female, like what? By the time I get through talking about you to her, she gonna be like, damn, I don't want to fuck with him no more. It wouldn't be in your favor to do that shit. Cause it's not gonna go the way you want it to go. Where I'm gonna be like, bitch, you know what? Anyway, he was at my house. I'm never doing that again in my life. And I never did it then, but I had to defend my stance. But I'll never do no shit like that. Like be arguing with a female and oh he was at my house, bitch. He was doing it. What? Why are we doing that? What? I was shocked when that shit happened back in the day with my daughter's father. I was so fucking taken aback. Like, what the fuck is happening? I was crying. I was distraught. Like, why, if I'm pregnant for him, he got another female calling me talking about my baby ain't his. And I mean, I was hurt. That shit'll never be the case. No evidence. I'm telling you, all it takes for me is to go through something one time. I don't need a whole bunch of times to go through it. I don't know if it's the Taurus energy. I don't know what part of the chart it is, but I don't play. I really don't play. And when I turn your ass off, it's literally if it do be feeling like you like death. Cause if I ever really loved on you, and then I shut that shit off, it's like you like I can't breathe. Like yeah, I don't be playing. When I tell you it's over, nigga, it's over. I don't think about you unless I'm upset about the fact that you coming into my energy. Other than that, I'm not thinking thoughts about you like that. I don't care. This is the shit that I be talking about. They be wanting you to goddamn care about them. They want you to fight. They want you to like, ugh. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I really don't care. I don't. You're not going to make me care. Go away from me. Stay out of my energy. Don't even think about me. Talk whatever shit you want to talk. I don't give a fuck. That's what my mama used to say to me all the time. They just jealous, Elizabeth. That's why they running their damn mouth. They jealous. That's what my mama used to tell me all the time. Don't worry about that. That you in there crying up. Them bitches don't like you. Don't worry about it. Very sensitive. I always was talking to my mom about stuff. But mama would always get mad at me because she don't like me crying. So I didn't like how she didn't want me to cry. It hurt my feelings, so I should be able to cry about it. My daughter not gonna go through no shit like that. I'm like, you better not goddamn. What you crying for? Let me catch you crying again. She's supposed to goddamn cry. Her feelings hurt. And I'm gonna hold her in these bosoms and love on her and wipe her snot and all that and love her, kiss her forehead and go make her something comforting that she can relax. Don't fucking play with me. I know what it means to be a mother. I love mine like it wasn't no other. It was a sacrificial love to love my own mama. The way the way she treated me. So when I cut a motherfucker off, I know they be feeling it. It's intentional. I do it like that on purpose. On purpose for your ass to understand, nigga, it's over. And I already talked about that visualization. When you still dealing with that sexual connection. How you visualize that shit and you like, ew. It helps your disgust much more that you don't desire him. It really do. It help your disgust. And you be like, damn. I was with you? Ew. Mm-hmm. Like, gross. Like, nigga, what? I let you know that I still love myself. That's what that was. That's what that photograph was. To let you know, like, yeah, I love myself. I know I'm going through this health stuff, but I love myself. You know, I know I'm going through shit. But shit, you know, yeah. I love myself. That's what that is. That ain't nothing for you to be thinking like, I think she trying to tell me she want me. Like, there you go with that bullshit. See, I'm about that maturity. Real men know how to be able to have a mature conversation, and it don't have to look like you a little horn dog and all this type of shit. Okay? Because with all this goddamn pedophilia and shit going on, I don't want no goddamn body around me acting like he can't control his goddamn self. What is wrong with you? Spiritually castrate his ass. But I'm actually talking about the physical. I don't know why I'm trying to be too nice about that. Actually, I'm not trying to, but it's because they showed me that version of what it means. Too. I'm talking about the physical castration. That's what I'm talking about. Talking no bullshit like that, stupid motherfuckers. So all my shit being put up right. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, I'm done for the day and probably tomorrow too, baby. I am not feeling. This was some heavy communication, heavy topics, and it was fucking draining. So I might take what's today? I might take the rest of the goddamn week off. Shit, I ain't got no time for it. I don't like when I start having these headaches and stuff. That shit is showing me that what I'm talking about is really getting to me in my core. That's what that's telling me right there. I don't know what the hell's the hidden secrets and agendas. They don't want me to put that card up. Okay, that one is already ready. That one is ready. That one is ready. And these three, I gotta write it up. And it's right there. Oh, shit. So, I do what I do to help other women. I know that my channel is shadow banned, censored, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I don't be worried about this shit. They've been doing it since I started. When I was just having fun and cooking over here with my daughter. Not on this channel. It was called Mighty Such a Love. They've been doing this shit. So it ain't got nothing to do with what I'm talking about. It don't got nothing to do with how I'm moving now. I've been doing this for a long time. Maybe you want me to be jealous. Like, oh my God, how are they able to grow? How are they able to do what they doing? And I'm not. I acknowledge it, that I see it, and I move forward. I don't be tripping. Tripping in bullshit. So it is women, it's real people out there that really want to be loved on and understood. I know for a fact because I'm definitely one of them. My daughter is another one of them. So that's, something that I always keep in mind when I do what I do. To not sugarcoat shit. People need to hear the truth. And they need to know that you understand how it feels to go through life isolated, alienated, in poverty. Some of the greatest minds have had to go through some of the most harsh things to get where they are. And I know that. And I know it. And they just didn't want me to act like no punk. And keep on whining about this or that or that or this. And I think I have rose to the occasion. They gave me the name still. Elizabeth Rises. They gave me that name. My spirit team gave me that name. That wasn't something I just came up with to be fly. And they said, start talking through your government name. I was like, okay, if y'all say so, okay. Okay, cool. You saying through the government name? Okay, the government name. Okay, cool. All right, then, the government name it is. All right, are we done with these, Spirit? I don't know. If I don't get a definite answer, I don't put them away. I can always tell now. The more I learn how to listen, I can sense it where it's not a definitive like, yeah. All that I'm throwing over there, I know I'm done. So I'm about to be off of here, y'all. Love you guys. Thank you for all those that come through that are truly a supporter. That truly do be sitting in here hitting that like button. That truly do don't want to communicate, or far as like let yourself be known that you're in the chat, but you always listen, you support, you hitting the like button, and you really radiating love through the internet, through the ethers. Ugh. But you're not actually just communicating and everything. So, I got those, and then I got those that are just there to stalk to see what's being said, screen record, whatever the fuck you're doing, I don't care. But for those people that are grateful that I'm doing the work, radically doing this healing work and showcasing it, continuing for you, baby. For you, for me, for our children, for the elders, for the matriarch, for the divine matriarch and the divine patriarch. Okay? I love you guys. Until the next live stream, go in peace.